Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Talia will be here in just a moment. She is actually here. I mean, she's in the building. But we have an interview we're going to do right now, which is going to be really... We've been trying for years to have a chat with James Carville, the famed Democratic strategist. He's going to be joining us to talk about a phrase we've heard a lot this year, Trump derangement syndrome, TDS. Trump himself has referenced it. Some people have been accused, a lot of people have been accused of suffering from TDS, including James Carville, who is very vocally not a fan of the president. And he had an interesting rant this weekend about TDS. He is not denying it. In fact, he is leaning into it, and he's going to be here to explain why. And also just talk about what does the country think about the war, and about president's decisions and choices up to this point, and how's this all gonna play out? We have a new supreme leader in Iran. Second verse, same as the first. Kind of seems like it. But James Carville is always, God, he's just a very intelligent guy to talk to. And fun, also. Yep. Okay. I don't have Talia here to tell me what you guys are saying, so.
Charles, take your phone out.
What?
Take your phone out and read the chat.
Okay. Well, what?
It's me, Talia.
Yes, I hear you, Talia.
Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you. What do you think? I thought it was the voice of God speaking to me or something?
Yeah, this is exactly what God would sound like.
It says, take out your phone, Charles.
Somebody said, hi, Charles, did you lock Talia away, LOL?
But now you know, Talia, now you're assuming that that I have the intelligence to get on the chat on my phone.
Yeah, that's sad. If you just open up YouTube and go to the live stream, you can read the comments there.
But then I have to go into my...
Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, right?
Hold on, I got it. I can find it. TMZ. Here, I'll just go to TMZ. Okay. Oh, look, there it is. I'm in it.
Yay, morning chat.
All right, now I got to kill the audio because you're yelling at me in here. Great. Okay.
He wanted to do it with Harvey too.
Okay.
He said he could, but then Reagan saying Harvey won't be done until 10:30. He's like, you can do 10.
Okay. Hey, me over here. Hope you're all doing well. We will be back out on the floor in just a little bit, but in the meanwhile, let me give you some content this morning. It's gonna be the morning of all mornings. It's Monday. It's daylight savings. Harvey is back in town. Mazel tov. We're so happy to see you. Charles doesn't know how to open up YouTube. It's really, we're off to what I believe is the greatest start to the week. Oh, good morning, everyone. Heather Stew, happy late birthday. I saw you went on the TMZ brunch tour. I'm so curious as to how you liked it. I want to hear all about your favorite stops. Drop it in the chat. Good morning, everyone. My weekend was great. Me and Luca hung out. We went to Hot Pot, and I ate so much food that it was almost humiliating, and he kind of won't let me live that down. I think something about me that you might not know is I can eat like a football team, a full football team. I have that stomach capacity. So yeah, my weekend was uneventful, good and resting and relaxation. Perfect. You know what? I would love to talk. Can we go to Jackson? I think Aiden is talking right now, but I was just talking to Jackson this morning about Timothée Chalamet's statements about the ballet and the opera, how he kind of dissed them. And I am a great purveyor and participant in the arts. As you know, I have a dance degree, I have a theater minor. You hear me sing sometimes on the live quite poorly, but I firmly believe that all forms of art are valuable and irreplaceable, and even if they seem to be like dying or there's not too big of an audience, that they deserve love and attention just as much as movies and TV and other more mainstream forms of art. And I also think it's not like our fault that like opera and ballet are kind of on the way out. People have the world's shortest attention spans. Nobody wants to sit and actually enjoy things anymore. We just want to watch crap on TikTok. So that's what I think about it. Heather Stew, I love that Melvin sang happy birthday to you. Beaches had a drag show, lots of good drinks, 10 out of 10. Sky's the limit said all singing is art. And I firmly agree. That's why I am such a good singer. Can we call in the greatest ballerina I know? The most Hello?
Hello? Oh, hey. How's it going?
Did you not notice that we were here?
No, I did.
Oh.
I was just working on something very important. As you can see, I was looking at pictures of Sofia Vergara.
Oh, I can't see you have the screen protector on.
Ah, yeah. That's because I'm top secret documents over here.
Right. I figured I would call in the most talented ballet dancer I know to kind of comment on this. And I know a lot of times at your desk, like you just pull out tutu and point shoes and you're just kind of getting down into it.
Do you want to know something?
Yeah, I do. Did you take ballet as a kid?
I actually did ballet until I was 5 years old.
That makes me really emotional.
Yep.
Wait,
I actually know a little something about this.
Wait, I could cry a little bit. That's actually one of the sweetest things I've ever heard in my life.
Yep.
I want to know, what do you think about what Timothée Chalamet said? Doja Cat came and like clapped back at him and posted this like long ass video, basically
we got to give him the backstory. So basically, Timothée Chalamet and Matthew McConaughey sat down for this interview with CNN and Variety.
Actors on actors.
And basically, in the middle of this interview, Timothée Chalamet says, you know, I would rather spend my time investing in something that I think is worthwhile, like the current film industry, and not like opera, ballet, which no one cares about anymore.
Ridiculous.
And the moment that came out of his mouth, he immediately knew what was coming for him, because he was like, I just lost some viewership, I just took shots for no reason. Doja Cat has fired back.
Yes. Did you see her name, the way she pronounced his name?
Yeah, she says Timothée Chalamet, which I thought was very funny.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And she basically says, I think it's opera's 400 years old, ballet is 500 years old.
True.
And industries have a tough time all the time, but just because they're old doesn't mean we shouldn't go to them or invest in them. And she basically says, my music industry has a tough time, and your film industry has a tough time, and everything has ups and downs, but that doesn't mean that nobody cares about it. And I kind of agree with that. I think things that are perceived as antiquated are sometimes very important to keep around. In this case, you know, ballet and opera. There's actually there's just something so nice about going to an opera. You ever been to an opera?
I have been, actually, yes. And I've been to plenty of ballets, and I think it is a beautiful art form. And like coming out of school with a degree in dance, people automatically said to me, like, what are you gonna do with that? Like, you're never gonna get a job. You're never gonna get a real job. And I think there's such a stigma around the performing arts, except for film acting.
Really?
Because it's so profitable.
I mean, I agree. And look, I also think that ballet and opera is one of those things where it's like, it's, you know, cigar smoking used to be super big and now it's a little less big. But it's still like, it's still a novelty, you know, it's still nice.
That art form.
Huh?
We still protect that art form.
Exactly. Of cigar smoking?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah.
I said of cigar smoking.
Yeah.
I think smoking
Yeah.
cigars is an art form just as much
No.
as ballet or opera.
I agree.
Anyway, the old things that people think are not important, I think they're very important to keep around. Because I know that when I'm like 55 or 60 one day, I want to be sitting at a ballet or an opera with a cigar and whiskey, and all of those things, including myself, will be old at that point. Not like 55, but...
Hopefully you'll be able to smoke that cigar inside. I think that might be coming back.
Yeah, can we bring smoking inside back? Like I don't smoke. I'm not smoke, but I do want to, like, you know, be inside of a ballet or an opera with like that would be so cool. Imagine you're like up at those VIP stands and you're just like the main
or
character
on an airplane.
for a night.
Like that's got to be great.
Oh, we should bring back smoking on airplanes. Yeah, that would be amazing.
I literally say that I think twice a week on here.
Wow.
Do you think that Timothy like meant it as a dig, or do you think it just kind of came out wrong? What's your kind of take on that?
I think it came out. I think sometimes you can kind of just ramble and be mindless and then accidentally say what your opinion is. And it might not even be that offensive, but someone gets super upset about it. And in this case, I think that's what happened to Timothy.
I would have to agree with you.
Because, like,
there.
honestly, he does have a point. There aren't a lot of people that care about ballet or opera.
It's true, but I think it's also hard to say that, like, that people want to go see these like huge movies and stuff like that when it's like IP is really difficult because people want to see new independent movies and like we don't want to see the 9th Avatar, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, I agree. I think, and also the oldies are the best. Some of the do you have a favorite classic movie?
My favorite classic movie, probably Midnight Cowboy.
And how would you feel if people said no one cared about that anymore?
I'd be really upset because I care so much.
Exactly.
I agree. Well, speaking of oldies, I think we're gonna say good morning to Harvey.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of oldies.
No, apparently you're not going to Harvey yet.
Oh, they're coming back to Charles?
I'm told by the gods above me that you're actually not going to go to Harvey.
I appreciate that transition.
Yet, so
speaking of oldies, Charles, take it away.
Your attempt at it. No. I heard you. I knew exactly where you were going when you're like, oh, speaking of oldies.
Well, I thought that was smooth and clever.
What's with the shots fired? I thought we were cool. Guess not.
This is awkward.
Guess not. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna remember that, Talia.
Well.
You're gonna remember that.
Morning, Chuck. Damn, double homicide.
Wow. Yes, Harvey is about to join us, and then we're going to talk to Mr. Carville. Although, apparently I'm not supposed to say Mr. Carville.
I don't have my phone, but you guys, I was just telling Charles.
Tawanda is probably more excited than I am to speak to James Carville, and I'm very excited to speak to James Carville.
First of all, I love Louisiana. I love everything about Louisiana culture. James Carville is just
No, why you say it like the ice cream? It's not Carville.
How do you say Carville?
James Carville. Carville is the ice cream, which is also
Well, he
delicious,
told me not to
by
call
the way.
him by his last name. He told me to call him James. Me and James are like best friends now. We are buddy.
You and Jimmy?
Carville?
Carville, not like she's saying like the ice cream.
All right, enough. Anywho,
I know, which is by
me
the
and
way,
James are best friends. We were talking like 2019 football. His daughter was a senior at LSU when my dad coached at LSU, so we were talking like the best times to be like a football fan of LSU. He curses a lot, but he's so funny. You know, he was telling me like stories. I don't know if you guys know, there's a lot of Cajun people in Louisiana that they look white, but they're not really white, they're Cajun. So I had to ask him if he was white or Cajun. I won't tell you his answer, but basically he said neither. So we're gonna call him. I'm super excited about this. This is probably our
We've been trying to talk to him for years, and he's just one of those guys you don't
get often.
You don't get often. So
this might be my favorite booking of
we only
all
get
time.
one shot.
Before it was Maury.
What?
Now it's James.
Oh, I mean, it's 2 weeks old at this point.
10.
You know, we've been trying to work.
Also, shout out to Madison, Corey, Melissa, the whole camera team. They've been really working really hard today. They've had a lot of things going on. Daniela, I told Harvey we need to call right at 10.
How you guys feeling about the war? I have a, you know what's interesting? I have a what?
That segment Jackson did for YouTube where he talked to
The CIA guys?
agents about World War III. That was actually
Harv, you know we're, what time is he calling?
3 minutes.
Yes, talk to the three former CIA.
Really interesting. I don't really watch 20-minute interviews, but watch the whole thing. It was pretty good.
There's a lot of information from people in the know, former CIA agents. Yeah, we stalled.
And I reached back out to the person.
Who? Iko. It's Iko. That's the harder part. Oh man, how was the weekend, you guys? How was everybody's weekend? I had a very interesting weekend. I'm not telling you why, though. No, I was reminded how much we rely on these things. Your whole life is here. And I've been thinking about, after what happened to me on Saturday, they got to decentralize somehow, that you can't have everything relying on the phone. Because my phone went missing for 5 hours. Someone was holding it ransom. But I got it back, obviously. So, but man, that 5 hours without the phone was harrowing. All right. Talia says I can't do it. I'll prove her wrong. Oh yeah, the time change. How's everybody okay with that? Doing all right? A lot of people, it's never been a thing for me. I don't care. Like, I don't understand. And if you're someone who does get really pissed off about it, please explain. It's never been a thing for me. It's like, okay, just move the clock ahead. I actually didn't even remember to change my clock until yesterday evening when I realized. His rant is...
I saw it.
Well,
I read it.
It is awesome. It reminded me everything that we love about James Carville and why we've been trying to talk to him for a very long time.
Can we put James up, please? Let us know when he's up.
Tell Harvey ready.
James, it's Harvey and Charles. You there?
Hey, Harvey. Hey, Charles. This is James. I'm right here.
Can I just say, I am such a fan of yours and have been for decades. I'm so excited to talk to you.
We've been
I make the old man happy.
We've been wanting to have this conversation for a long time, so we're really excited that you're doing this.
But this
You know what Gary Wayne Gilmore said when they asked him if had anything words you're gonna die by firing squad? He said, "Just do it."
I remember that, actually.
Just do it.
I remember that. Anyway, look, I just wanted to tell you, this aside, I've just been such a fan of yours, so thank you for doing this.
All right, thank you.
Okay, we're ready to go. Here we go.
Well, here's a different take on President Trump and people who are critical of President Trump. We've heard this phrase, Trump derangement syndrome, TDS, being thrown around. In fact, the president this year has taken to even referencing it, saying all of his enemies, they all suffer from TDS. Well, one of his enemies, I think it's fair to say that, right? That James Carville famed political strategist, is someone who is suffering from TDS.
Well,
although he would say,
and wears that badge proudly.
Right, he's not suffering. He admits he's got it, but he's not suffering with it. Just listen to a little bit of what he had to say about TDS, and then he's going to join us.
And look, you fat Trump, if you listen to this, you listen good, because what I'm getting ready to say is what a lot of people in this country speak for, who I speak for. And I speak for a lot of people. You hear me, you fat? This is what we believe. You're right. I got Trump derangement syndrome. I hate the and you know what? I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. I want to hate him more.
So, as a political approach, does that work? And maybe James Carville doesn't care, but he is joining us right now. James Carville, welcome to TMZ Live.
Well, thank you. And of everything I've ever done, TMZ, my daughters will be impressed. If I told them I was doing Meet the Press, they'd say,
we're the ones who are impressed.
I don't know if it's politically advantageous, but for me, it's cathartic. I just felt so good saying that. And the wisdom of what I said was so validated. And think about it. See, my point is Trump does not like the United States. He does not pull for us. He said soldiers are fools. And so he goes to Dover, Delaware for, quote, the dignified transfer, unquote, and he doesn't take his hat off around the coffin of fallen soldiers. He doesn't like the United States. And yes, I have Trump derangement syndrome, and I'm trying to get it worse. So, because I can't hate him. I've reached the bottom of how much I can hate somebody, but I'm gonna dig deeper and see if I can find another way to hate him more.
So one of the things that has struck me over the last month or two is I'm not sure he cares how you or his base or anyone on the outside feels. That it's almost as if he's saying, you know, I don't care what my poll numbers are. I don't care if the price of oil is going up. I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do. Congress is weak. They're not going to check me. Even if the Democrats take control, I'll do what I'm going to do. So if that is his operating theory, maybe you disagree with me. It doesn't matter what you, what I, or what anybody else thinks. He's going to do what he's going to do.
First of all, I pretty much agree with you. And I want to be clear. The reason I did this, because it made me feel good. And I am not at all certain that there is if I did a rant about gas prices, I probably could have been a little bit more politically effective. But I did this, okay? I did this because, you know, I'm 81 years old, and I just, it's what I felt. And, you know, one of the great things about my life, if I say something, some people are actually listening to what I have to say. So I just felt, I deeply felt what I said. And I'm glad I did, and I'm happy to interview about what it is. But I didn't have political advantage in the back of my mind. But I do think a lot of people agree with me, and I think it just helped them, make them feel better to get through the day. But that's about.
Listen, James, there's no doubt there are a lot of people who agree with you and who do feel that way. There are also just as many people who would disagree with you. And this year in particular, with it being such a critical election year, there would be some would say that James Carville, a famed political strategist, just made a misstep, and that some of your rant may end up maybe even in a Trump campaign ad where he's saying that the Democrats are crazy, like he said during the State of the Union. Is it possible that this was a misstep? I understand what you're saying, that it made you feel better, but there's a lot on the line this year.
Yeah, can I say that it's not possible? No, it's possible. I did it because I just wanted to. And I did it because I see people all the time that come up to me and they're like me. They're in pain. And if you can, and if it, to the extent it's salve for some people, I'm glad I did it. They could use it in a TV ad. I doubt it. I don't worry about it. And if they did, I'd blow it up more. I'm not. I want to be very clear. This was something personal. It came from inner me. It did not come from the political consultant side or the retired political consultant side of me. Again, if I wanted to have been effective politically, I would have done a chart of gas prices and how they went up and give you the whole timeline. But I think the man hates the United States, and I just didn't want to keep it to myself.
So I'm really curious to know how you feel about a different way of approaching Donald Trump. Bill Maher, among others, talks about how you don't want to slam that door shut with him because what Trump seems to do often is listen to the last person in the room. And, there were people in his ear talking about marijuana and got the level of narcotics changed on marijuana. There was talk that Trump was going to ban TikTok, and a bunch of billionaires contacted him, and he backed off that. So what about that version of don't slam the door shut on the guy, because sometimes you can actually win points. You may not win the war, but you can win battles.
Bill's been very good to me. I've been on his show a number of times. If you believe as I do that Trump doesn't like the United States, that he's a really bad person, a really bad president, then I can't not say that. And I say, well, he got rid of the penny, or he did some. Come on, man, he did some good things. No. And again, an example I use is, Mussolini making the trains run on time. Well, somebody did this. In my mind, he's evil. And a lot of people feel that way, and to the extent I can make them feel better. But in the back door, he's going to lose big in November. And I take issue with something you said earlier. This is not an evenly divided country anymore. The country hates Trump officially, and it's not even close. And the little shortcut I always use is when you look at a poll, Trump's approval, compare the strong disapprove and the strong approve, and you'll get exactly how we're not evenly divided. His strong disapprove clocks in about 50. His strong approve clocks in about 25. It could be, some will have plus or minus 3, but that's about where we are. We're not evenly divided. We as a country officially hate the president we got.
Do you think, how will those numbers, those poll numbers, be affected by the war? If this war is still going, let's say in June, July, where do you see the president's numbers, and how will that affect the election? Because typically when we're in a time of war, people don't want to change a lot. Do you think that will be different this time?
Well, first of all, it's already different. This is all-time low support of a war. And as the war goes on, it doesn't get any better. All right. So I cannot predict the outcome of a war, but it might be the consequence of a war. I don't know. Could it be a larger war? And people say they don't want to change. I don't know. We've had off-year elections in 1918. We had off-year elections in 1942, 1944. We had off-year elections in 1862. Remember, Lincoln got the crap beat out of him in 1862 in the middle of the Civil War. So I think that the country has rendered judgment on Trump. And so they're not supporting the war because he's underwater even on immigration now.
But will those people vote come November? Because if they don't, and I know what you're saying about those poll numbers, but if they don't vote,
when your differential between your strong disapprove and your strong approve is 20 points or better, yes, that by any indications, people are going to vote.
So,
And if you look at all election returns that have taken place so far, the Democrats are actually voting at much, much higher rates than the Republicans.
so let's end where we began. Because I don't think Donald Trump particularly cares what his poll numbers are anymore. And if the Democrats win in November, and it's looking increasingly like they will, Trump is going to do what he's going to do. He can start a war and let it run for 60 days, at least he says, without getting congressional approval. He can do a lot, even if it's outside of constitutional norms. So unless Democrats grow a set of balls and really do something to thwart it, he doesn't seem to care. So what do you do with that? I mean, does the election even matter if what I'm saying is right?
Okay, so remember what they said about Mike Tyson? He hits you so hard, he changes the way you taste. Okay, they're going to get hit so hard in November, it's not going to taste the same. So, I mean, when people say it's a deeply divided country, as is in that, and understand the Democrats are going to win the Senate. And there's going to be a Fulbright. You're too young to remember this, but I'm not. In 1967, they had the Fulbright Commission that went into the origins of the Vietnam War. And,
for the record, I remember.
He remembers. Yes.
You remembered, okay? Okay, that's going to happen for sure. They're going to do a whole thing on the origins of this war, and can I tell you, it's not going to look very good for them. And the Epstein stuff, you know what? My message is simple: if you want to know what's in the Epstein files, vote Democratic, because they're going to be all over the place. So yes, and it is correct. We're not going to be able to legislate because they'll veto everything. But God damn it, we're going to be able to investigate, which will be good for TMZ.
Okay, with that,
all right.
It's really a pleasure having you on, James.
So
Thank you.
You will not be taking any TDS pills, right? You're good.
And just remember, at the end of the day, I just hate the son of a bitch, and I'm glad I said it. And I don't know if it do any good, but it sure makes me feel better.
Just think about all the therapy bills you're saving.
That's it.
Thank you, James.
Thank you, James.
Thank you, guys. Good luck to you.
Appreciate
Thanks.
it. That was great.
I gotta tell you.
Good morning.
There's
People are saying.
there's the school of thought which we always talk about where it's like.
Laz, let's get that up.
I don't have any no, I don't have photos.
James.
The people
There's
are
a
saying
school of
this
thought.
is great.
There's a school of thought where we always say, look, if you want to, that you need to concede when he does something that you like, and concede when there's something good, and try to stay sort of even keel when you're talking about the president. But you could also say, where has that gotten us?
Well, the question is, does he care anymore?
But
I don't think.
But
he
it's not even
cares.
about whether he cares.
So what? I mean, so the voters vote. So the House gets.
That's what we need. It's not whether he cares. Do voters care?
Yeah, but why he doesn't care about what the voters think anymore? I don't think if he cared about what the voters thought, gas, oil prices wouldn't be $120 a gallon.
JT agrees
And
with you.
and he's saying that if you are looking at oil prices right now, you're a fool. He literally is saying to voters,
Right.
you're fools.
Right.
So he doesn't care. And if he doesn't care, he's going to do what he wants to do. Stephen Miller's going to help him do it.
But isn't he going to? Won't he have to care?
Why?
If
We're gonna head on over
if
to your
what?
desk while we
Voters-
keep this going.
Do what?
if they lose
Yeah.
Folks.
in a huge, if it's a
They'll
huge
lose.
loss for the Republicans,
They'll lose.
in November.
Yeah.
What does?
He does what he's doing now. He didn't go to Congress for a lot of this stuff.
But he also knows that he doesn't. That Congress is not going to do anything.
What are we doing here?
They're doing a pickup.
Oh.
He knows that Congress isn't going to do anything because they're all in his pocket anyway.
But what is
So-
Congress going to do if he ignores
So
it?
if Congress isn't in his pocket, and then they actually do have some teeth,
Do what?
and call him out on things, and
Call him out how?
first of all, force a vote.
Okay, and then
Right.
he vetoes that.
If he is obviously standing against the will of the people, right? Because the will of the people is allegedly represented in D.C. by Congress,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And if he's openly standing against that,
Yeah. Which he's doing now. People don't want this war. And
but he can say, yeah, that's just some people who are saying that, but my base knows what we're doing.
he's lost his
and
base on this war. His base, Megyn Kelly came out and said,
he believes. Let's speak to his base.
It's not true.
Megyn Kelly came out. They don't want war.
Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson, who cares?
No,
it's not.
MAGA,
he's got the.
but they do
Harvey,
represent
you're wrong.
Marjorie
He's got-
Taylor Greene.
Taylor Greene.
Marjorie
But they do
Taylor Greene.
represent
They're all saying
part of-
hold on. They are saying that when Donald Trump ran, he said, "I will end all wars."
Right.
That is a fact. He said that. I will end all
Right.
wars. I don't want wars. I don't want
He doesn't
forever.
want war.
He's invaded Venezuela.
Okay, and what's
He
going
is-
on? What's going on there? How's that looking?
Let me tell you what's going on
Pretty
there.
good.
Let me tell you what's going on there. He invades the country. He puts in a vice president who is exactly the same as the president.
No.
Have human rights changed in Venezuela?
I
You know
haven't
what's
seen-
changed? That he's made a better deal with oil. And the idea of an
If
oppressed...
that offends you, that something positive might happen for the country.
No, what I'm saying is
So-
it's the same regime.
No, it's not the same.
And now he's going.
Listen, I've never
and
been.
now-
I've never been to Venezuela. I don't know. Maybe you have. But I hear what the people are saying, and they seem pretty damn happy.
It's the same country.
and
Nothing's changed.
to act like Tucker Carlson
Nothing's-
represents MAGA.
And we're going to.
Donald Trump
Are
has
we going
the
to invade
highest
Cuba?
approval-
Are we going to invade Cuba now?
Hell yeah.
Someone in
Because
the
he's talking
chat
about
got that.
invading Cuba.
Of course
What
we
does it
are.
matter?
Who cares what
What
I
does it matter?
If that's what the if that's
He's not
If
Napoleon.
that's what? If that's
if
what
that-
what?
If that's what the people there want.
Who's saying we want Donald Trump to invade Cuba?
I'm
Oh,
not
you're
sa- I'm
saying
not
we should do it
that.
because the people in Cuba
No,
want
I'm
it?
saying I'm saying if
Where
if
are
there
you getting
are
that?
Egregious things happening in. Do you see the protesting?
Where are you getting
Do you
that
see
they
the
want?
pro- do you
Yeah,
see-
but that
I
doesn't-
don't know what they want. I don't know why we're talking
They
about
want
Cuba.
America to invade
Nobody
Cuba.
in the chat wants us to
They
invade Cuba.
they
I
want
mean,
to.
They want
be
America.
freed.
They
don't
want America
Jack,
to
we can
invade
They
Cuba.
want to be freed. What
And
do
so
you?
it's our job to do that.
So now we're free.
Has it not always been? Have we not been?
Are we now going to go into Cuba and try to?
Harvey, I don't know what we're going to do. I am simply
hold on, you
saying
do, you
what
do.
you are saying is not based in reality or fact. Period.
It-
But what about? How
he
about?
is
hold
more
on, but what about-
popular.
you want
but what about
reality?
He
the
is
poll-
more
Mike,
popular.
Mike,
I
you're
can't
ignoring,
understand-
seen
I
Mike,
can't-
you're ignoring the poll
Have you
numbers
seen
about
the
the war.
poll numbers?
He
poll
is more
numbers on the war-
popular amongst people who voted for him than Obama was, than Bush
Okay.
was.
Not true.
Period.
But, Mike,
if I
what
show
about-
you the poll, will you believe
Yes,
me then?
show because
Okay.
I'm going to show you.
Okay.
I'm
Let
going
me-
to show
For
I
this
you
that-
conversation, what the poll numbers we're talking about are about the war.
Okay,
right?
well, that's
And
what
that
I'm
is-
talking about.
It's not just
the
the war.
It varies widely based off of how long the war is going to be. If you're talking about days, weeks, months, years, there's a massive
You haven't
change.
looked at polls. You just have not looked at polls. Look at the polls on whether people think what he did was right or wrong. Look at the polls.
Which poll is it?
60% are saying it's absolutely opposing it,
That's-
and 40% are not saying they support it.
I haven't seen that one.
It's all over the place. I mean, you should be looking all weekend because
Harvey, that's all I like. Are you
Because-
really going to accuse me of not following this?
if you don't know these poll numbers,
Harvey,
you're not.
Because I don't watch MSNBC.
No, I'm not. I don't watch MSNBC.
Oh,
I'm not watching MSNBC.
we
I
just
don't know where
threw
you're
the
getting it
MS, threw the MS bomb. What
Type
are you
in,
doing?
Okay, I will accept
Wow.
anything you get. Type in
Where am I going?
polls.
Internet or Twitter?
Type in on the internet.
I will give you what I see.
Type in Donald Trump polling on war. I don't know.
We
Sorry,
have,
I'm
we
Googling,
have
I'm
two
Googling.
hashtag invade Cubas in the chat.
Donald
Really?
Trump
Yeah.
polling
A
on
whole
war.
two?
Polling on
A
war.
whole
Show
two.
me what you got.
What do you think about the war?
Show me what you got.
What do you think about polling?
Well, polling sucks. It's.
That's what
I know.
Somebody over here, do you smoke?
You're
So
probably
New
right.
York, I mean, it's not a poll. New York Magazine wrote, Trump's Iran war is as unpopular as he is. NPR, a majority of Americans oppose U.S. military action in Iran.
Somebody said this is like the
Just show
view
me.
on
Give me
testosterone.
one, and I'll back off. That says that they support it.
Trump's presidential approval rating.
I give you a poll where they say if it's weeks or if it's days or weeks, they
But
support
show
it.
me.
Okay, hang on. I'll get it for you.
You're Americans oppose it.
What do you think about the war?
If you want to go up now, that's fine.
this is not the way. Listen, the regime is awful, but look at where we are. Now they've put his son in. Donald Trump has taken.
His son's going to get killed.
By who?
Okay, but
By the United States or
the
Israel?
United States or Israel, right?
So we'll kill people until we get the person we want.
That's literally.
Until we get someone who's not
that's
going to
almost,
slaughter.
Harvey, that is word for word what has been spoken. That we will continue to kill until we get the right
Until
person.
we get someone that's not going to slaughter their people by the tens of thousands.
Right, I get it. I mean, it was a disgusting regime. I mean, they
Do you not see any irony in the fact that seemingly nobody on the left has said a single word about the killing?
Everybody's saying.
Where are the
Everybody's
protests? I don't see the protests.
Everybody is saying this regime was the worst in the world. The worst in the world.
I can show you videos of Hillary Clinton, of Chuck Schumer years ago.
Show me these polls before you do. I'm just looking for this one that you're talking about, all the support Donald Trump's getting for this. I just want to see one of them.
Disapprove of how.
People are wondering what polls are your favorite.
I don't believe in polls anyway.
Really?
Only when
They're always wrong.
Don't you also feel like,
They're always wrong.
A, who the hell are they? Right. Who's being polled?
I've never been polled in my life.
Yeah, I've never been polled.
Yeah.
The way it's math. It's all math.
But can you also just be like, oh, this supports this, so I'm going to put this one. You can be manipulative.
Sure.
We are
Hey,
the world.
Babcock.
I'll find it. I'll tell you.
I'll hold when you get one.
We should
But I
do
can
a,
only hold for another 15 minutes.
Iran
we
either
should do a
represents
poll
minor
like
threat.
what Harvey said for lunch. That's a good poll. Seems to be there's bigger things going on. Hey. Somebody said MAGA, good at changing the subject.
What's that?
MAGA's real good at changing the subject.
Yes.
Somebody said they
That's
really
how they
appreciate
operate.
that Babcock has very strong opinions of his own.
Yeah.
You know, that's
We
what's
appreciate it,
fun
too.
about this place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody said
I
this won't.
don't know what
This
polls
won't
he's
be the
talking
last war. Let's get ready to rumble. I think they want to see Harvey and Babcock fight. I don't think that's about war.
Decide to sit that one out.
Oh, there was plenty being said. I didn't need to.
I was really nervous. I was.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any. I don't know what polls he's talking about.
Yeah, me neither. I don't. Where do you get the polls?
Most opposed military
Where do you
action in
even get
Iran.
polls? Do you
Democrats
just Google
86%.
Somebody said this is like the
Oh.
View.
Wait a second. 84% of Republicans support it.
I don't know what I believe.
This is an N.
Somebody wrote hashtag
survey.
draft Babcock. God, that's terrible.
National event took place Monday through Wednesday this week.
Hashtag draft. Wait, now there's a new hashtag, draft Babcock. Babcock.
No, that's not good for anybody.
That came out 2 hours ago. That's got 52% approval, 42 disapprove. Oh, okay. But we're cherry picking then.
Uh-oh.
But,
Boom, boom, boom.
no, but I can't accept an NBC poll then on the same.
Hold on.
Nobody yell at me to read the chat.
No, I know he is. Are you unclear about NBC's stance?
Waiting for Rasmussen to come up.
No. So you ask for a poll, I give you a poll, but then that one doesn't count.
Phone, text, and online in Spanish.
So, but let's take the NPR poll, Jace.
Oh, I love NPR. I'm a really big fan
No,
of
but
KCRW.
I will say the NPR poll
Yeah.
does say this is an NPR Marist poll
Yeah.
that
NPR is great.
84% of Republicans
Right.
support it.
Yeah. So that's all I'm saying, Charles.
But there are
Look,
significant.
the truth is, Donald
significant
Trump could
splits by
cure
age,
cancer,
race, and
and
education,
90% of the Democrat Party would say, nah. Sorry, this guy's.
Okay, that's not true.
He could, Charles.
Yeah.
Ryan said he'd give him credit if he cured cancer.
Yeah, me too.
Please step
we
up.
we
do it.
say that.
Probably,
I'm not
like,
sure.
He'd probably only cured in
No,
straight white
also,
people.
If we're not gonna, if he cured cancer, it wouldn't be his. He didn't do it. It would be all the scientists.
You
that came
get
from
you get my point.
Well, no, he would take credit.
Somebody said
significant
draft
splits by age,
Babcock.
race,
How do you
and
feel about
education.
that?
Yeah, I'd like to play in the NBA.
Yeah,
no.
that's not the draft they were talking about.
Yeah, I don't think.
I got.
Although you have a better chance in
I
the
got a hurt
NBA.
shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Is there an age?
Yeah, I think probably in your 40s is above the
He's
draft age.
aged out, yeah.
I have so many food.
I mean, there is no draft, so.
I have such bad IBS that I'm medically exempt. I've looked it up.
Younger people were the most likely. Younger people were the most likely of any age group to be against the action, 64%.
Right.
White people without college degrees were slightly more in favor of the action by a mere 53% to 46%.
I am against a long, protracted war. Absolutely. Nobody wants that.
White people without college degrees.
Nah. He doesn't want one.
61% opposed, while only 38% were in support.
Lori Lanny said Babcock couldn't even run a mile. You need to do at least 4 a day in the military. Sorry, Anakin.
Accurate. Men were also more likely than women to support it. Men were. So the best we found.
$94 a barrel right now, right? $94 a barrel.
So it's only up about $15 now.
Mike, it cost me $75 to fill my tank yesterday.
The best we could find, that 84% of Republicans support it.
From NPR.
It's a partisan issue. This is it.
It's really.
I don't know that it's all that
How
partisan.
is it partisan if 60+% of the people are saying we're against it?
Charles just gave you near
No,
90.
but
That just means that.
look at the overall. How many people support the war? How many oppose it? 60% plus are opposing it.
I just
I
gave
mean,
you.
it's
I just gave,
60% of independents disapprove.
Right.
So
there's a
that's,
Rasmussen poll
yeah,
that
that's a
there's
huge
a Rasmussen poll that says 52%.
I wouldn't bet my horse on that. Wouldn't bet on that one.
I don't know what that means.
On Rasmussen.
So that is
The
slightly lower
Republicans
than.
are going to get creamed in November, and you know
I
that.
don't know that that's true.
You'll
James
see.
Carville, the great predictor that he is, he also said that Kamala Harris was going to kick Donald Trump's ass. So.
The reason I think it's going to happen is incumbents always lose seats. They just do.
I don't
Under
disagree.
the best of circumstances.
Yeah.
He said he was going to bring prices down. He didn't do it. That's what people cared about. That's what got him elected.
It's
and
war.
This is interesting.
The border got him elected.
White evangelicals.
The economy
I
got him
I
elected.
think that's second, but fine.
Back to this. White evangelical Christians approval just 68%. I mean,
70% of people. 70%.
Somebody said
70% of people
support
agree.
the war
well,
and
because
he'd be
on
willing
most
to
topics,
serve
that
in it.
group,
Yeah.
that particular
I
group,
get
their
it.
numbers with
I
Trump
get
are
what you're
much
saying.
higher.
See, I don't buy that.
They're usually
don't
in
agree
the
with that?
80s.
Also,
Yeah.
you also don't govern based on polls. Like this actually should be a positive thing for Donald Trump.
Oh, I don't think I really believe what I say. He does not care what the voters think.
Well, he's not running for anything.
He doesn't care.
Andrew said people voted for
Yeah,
Trump
he's
because
not-
No, here's the reality.
What?
Third one, he just
inflation,
takes
the
it.
economy.
they care about
Here,
the economy.
here is the reality. It's the last thing I'll say about it, unless you keep arguing with me. here's the last thing. We are just coming off of 2 decades-long wars. People are scarred by that. Whatever happens, if this is positive, people will say they supported it. If it doesn't go out the right way, if a bad guy's still in charge, then they're going to be against it. That's the bottom line. Bottom line. Nothing matters. A poll does not matter right now, good or bad.
If something positive comes out of it in Iran, but we lose 40,000 people, like 70,000 like we did in Vietnam, doesn't work.
War has changed so much. War is so less deadly for Americans.
There are 7 Americans who died.
Yes,
That's
it's
not-
horrible.
People
Yeah.
are outraged at the 7 Americans who died
It's
appropriately.
horrible.
To say not many people die anymore is.
Harvey, war is so less deadly. If you look, there's charts. I'll show it to you if you want.
Why are people so outraged at the
Because
7
people
Americans
die.
who died?
And because American soldiers
So
died.
what if 2,000 Americans die?
What if
2,000 Americans die?
That would be a horrible, horrible outcome.
And do you think
and a failure?
And do you, well,
At least I can say
no, but wait a minute. But you're saying if something positive comes out about it, let's say.
But that would be something very
Let's
negative.
say something good happens in Iran, but it cost us 2,000 lives to do.
in my pocket.
That's a lot of American lives. That
What-
would be
is it-
very hard to see it as a positive, with 2,000 people dying, Americans dying.
Okay. Now he's talking boots on the ground.
Somebody said send
Harvey, you're not going to give military strategy away. That's stupid.
No, they're saying it's an
Why not?
absolute.
Why would he ever say? Why would he say I'm not going to put boots on the ground? Why give strategy away? It doesn't. It's stupid.
What if he does?
Well, it depends what kind of boots on the ground we're talking about.
What if he decides he wants
Are
to
we
put
talking about like infantrymen, or are we talking about Delta Force?
when Americans are on the ground in Iran, they're targets.
We probably have people there right now. I would think we do.
What if he sends troops to Iran?
I wouldn't. I hope that doesn't happen.
What if he does?
I don't know. Well, I'll address it then. Depends what the circumstances
No, I mean,
are.
what if he does?
Then that's what he does.
Good or bad?
I don't love the idea of troops on the ground. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Welcome back from vacation.
Thank you. Can I
When
show you
can
something?
you say?
It really kind of.
Yeah.
So I
I don't know
stayed
what
at
to say.
this hotel, and there was a big glass, like, area in the bathroom that leads out to this outdoor shower.
Beautiful.
Sounds fabulous.
Wow.
And I wanted
Wow.
to see
Tell
what
us
it
more
looked
about
like.
your
And
humble
so
little
I thought,
vacation.
okay,
Wow.
I'll go out and look. And I walked out and ran into the glass because there was nothing.
It was so clean?
It was so clear.
Oh my God, that's
and
Ooh.
and yeah, and it's all messed up.
Oh my God, that's just from walking to the glass?
I didn't crack the glass, but look what I did to my finger.
You should see the other guy.
And I hit my head too.
Oh, that's not good. The head is I'm a little. Yeah, that would not have been good.
Oh, were you worried about that?
Well, you look nice and tan. You got like a summer
You have to
glow
replace the
going.
window. That would have been
Think
bad.
about what you're saying.
Like, and there was no like.
Yeah.
if he's already
There's
staying,
nothing like
if
no
you can
like
afford
little
to stay at the
line
place,
seat.
you can afford to
I
fix
mean,
the
but he doesn't
glass.
want to fix the window.
You'd be fine.
Shit.
You'd be all right. Don't
Oh,
worry
that's
about it.
red.
Wow.
Oh.
No shit.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Just from bumping in, no like sharp edge or
Not
anything?
just bumping,
like
crashing.
full. Oh God.
Yeah, that's not.
Send you flying backwards like cartoon.
It was unbelievable.
That's not good.
10:45.
This
Want to
really
do A
hurts.
block?
Let's do it.
James is our friend now. He said he'll come on anytime.
Oh, cool.
He
I
was
love him so
hilarious. I
much.
love him.
He was great.
The people
Hey,
said,
Cameron, you're putting that James up.
And the last thing we said to each
Cameron,
other.
yo,
Go Tigers.
Laz,
Big LSU guy.
are you guys
Bengals.
putting that on social?
Yeah, I definitely buttered him up
they,
with a little
Simple
LSU
Confusion said,
talk.
better than a jellyfish to the foot.
Yeah.
What do you want for lunch today? We really missed voting on your food.
Yeah, I haven't really thought of it.
I know. I did a poll one day, would I have a banana with peanut butter or a bag of chips?
That's lunch?
Yeah.
Oof.
We're doing frugal March in my house.
Just really, I watched the war the whole time. Yes.
Bill is all for this thing.
He was somewhat for it. Yeah. He was somewhat for it.
You message him all this crap?
Huh?
You say all this nonsense crap to him?
I'm talking.
Yeah, get in there, champ. Wow. Woo. The boys are back in town.
See, my problem with this is it
Yeah, what
totally
is your
was
problem?
it totally wasn't thought out. It's
Right.
almost like he just said one day, "Fuck yeah, I'm just going to do it." And
There
was
two
no
carrier
hold on.
strike groups in the
Hold on.
region.
There was no plan to get people out of the region. There was no clear explanation on why he was doing it. It is a lie. It is an absolute lie to say that there was an imminent threat. There was no imminent
That's
threat.
the problem. That's the part that's going to come back to burn.
And there was
And
no-
that's going to burn
She's
you
telling
with
me to
the-
concede, but I said I could never.
There was no
That-
imminent threat.
That's
You
going to
cannot
burn you with
argue-
the
There is.
American
Hey,
public.
morning,
If we
Corey.
find out,
He said nuclear weapons were obliterated.
Crossing.
And their their missile, there was no threat that they were launching missiles
Striking.
at anybody.
Well, they're producing 100 ballistic missiles a month. Do you have to wait until the person is literally in your bedroom with a knife over you
Hold on.
to kill you?
Yes.
Or can you get them
No,
when they're
hold
weak?
on. Yes, if you don't want to go to Congress. Yes, if you don't want to go to Congress. If you go to Congress, then you can say, okay, here's my justification for starting a war. But the only way a president can
Right.
do it on his own is if there is an imminent threat.
Right.
That knife has to be like this.
Right.
Yes, unless you go to Congress. He didn't go to Congress, and he tried to make it look like there was an imminent
Right.
threat. He talked about nuclear weapons,
Right.
and then somebody said, hey,
Told you.
didn't you say 6 months ago you obliterated
Yeah.
their nuclear stockpile?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, it's not about that, it's about regime change.
Right.
And then when people started questioning that,
and if it's
he
about
changed
regime
that.
change, then why were you not
When
better
was the last
prepared
time?
for
When was the last
regime
time a
change?
president went to Congress to declare war? Was it World War II?
Believe so?
What would Barack Obama do?
But when did we declare war? Well, Vietnam, the Gulf of Tonkin resolution. Yes, the
Okay,
Gulf of Tonkin
that's-
resolution.
That would have been total surprise attack if he went to Congress.
Which, by the way, was the Fulbright resolution that he was talking
Right.
about.
Yeah.
I saw you. I was like, we need to get A1 done.
Okay.
Brendan for A1.
Ow. It's really fucking hurt.
Yeah. Well,
Was it yesterday? What time did this happen?
Around
1 a.m.?
Sunday afternoon.
1 p.m.
No, 1 p.m., right?
Okay, here we go. Welcome to TMZ Live. There was a just shocking, scary moment for Rihanna on Sunday when somebody drove by her house, stopped, and fired 10 rounds inside, and she was there with her children.
With a rifle, by the way, firing with an assault rifle type of weapon, according to law enforcement sources, and that person is now in police custody, by the way, charged with attempted murder, or booked for attempted murder.
Which
at this
clearly
point.
is.
Yes, a 35-year-old woman who, the bizarre thing, I mean, drives up to Rihanna's house, a house, by the way, that she's had a lot of issues with people showing up there. But this person opens fire multiple times with this rifle. Thankfully, nobody in the home was injured, but the suspect didn't flee, remained in the area, and police showed up and did make the arrest.
So I got to say, not fleeing has the markings of somebody who's mentally unstable.
Yes.
I mean, we don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
But that just has the markings of somebody who does not have all their marbles.
Yeah.
And what's crazy about this whole thing is the woman that was arrested, they've now released her name to the public, and we've done some background digging on her. She has a past with law enforcement. She's been arrested for domestic violence, careless driving. Her current addresses show that she lives in the Orlando, Florida area. So there's nothing that's tying her
to
here.
LA?
So it makes you wonder, did she get on a plane and come here, or did she drive this car that she was in front of the house from Florida? Her addresses are in Florida, in the Orlando area.
So Rihanna has had problems not just at this house, but I remember
previous home also that she moved out of because of
a house in
multiple burglaries.
In Pacific Palisades, multiple burglaries, stalkers. I mean, this has, you know, she kind of embodies the conundrum of being a big celebrity, where there are, you know, both unstable people and people who are trying to score a quick payday. Where they are just targets. And, you know, this was LAPD, and, you know, there is a special unit there for, you know, people, you know, who are stalkers, and where a celebrity can go to this high-profile unit. But they will tell you at this high-profile unit that they can only do so much.
Right.
That
if someone is mentally unstable, yes, they can try to stop, but you can't predict
what do you do?
What someone like that is going to do.
You get a restraining order, and these are the people who are least likely to obey a restraining order.
Right.
So, you know, you get a restraining order, and they go back and they do exactly what they've done before, and we see that over and over and over again. You talk about, you know, putting somebody under an involuntary psychiatric hold. That's 72 hours.
Right.
It's a revolving door.
Right.
And even if they're convicted of, you know, trespassing or stalking, the way the jails are, especially in LA, they're so overcrowded that, you know, you will spend maybe 6 months, more likely 3 days.
I mean, look, we're in this just happened 24 hours ago, but if this becomes a situation where there's a plea deal accepted for one of those lesser charges you talked about, where someone gets out. They're in and out. But attempted murder is a very serious charge.
That's true.
And if they end up going forward and sticking to that as the charge, and this person is convicted of that, then you don't have the revolving door.
You're right. But the act itself is escalated to such a level that somebody could have died in that house.
Right.
Rihanna or her kids. So it has to reach that level for something to be handled in a way that can take somebody off the streets for any lengthy period of time.
You know, the new DA is not going to be one, I would think, to talk about a plea deal here.
No, I agree.
I just spoke to someone close to both of them, and I said, we've got to assume they're going to move now, that they're going to immediately put this house in the market, or they're at least not going to live in it anymore.
Right.
It's not even in a gated community. You can access, like this woman, you can, you know,
can
most
walk by.
celebrities, they live behind a gated community that's protected by security. This, you can drive right up and, you know, you're outside
What
their
did they say
gate.
about moving?
And they said, oh, I don't think they've gotten there yet. And I said, oh my gosh, they have to
I mean,
know
the reality
at this
is she
point
has
that they're not
they
going to
have
go
other
back.
homes.
Right,
And they don't
of
have
course.
to stay here.
Right.
But it
it
just-
would seem like you wouldn't want to
They're gonna
after
move,
something like
yeah.
that happening.
Well, again, she is used to people violating the law to get at her or get at her things.
This is the first time, though, that I think certainly this level of crime has happened since they have 3 kids now. They have 3 young children at home.
It changes
and
the
that
game.
changes the calculus, I think.
Hi, I'm Zaji Jones from Jacksonville, Florida. First, I want to give my prayers to Rihanna. That is so scary and so nerve-wracking. I hope that she moves to the islands and releases the album and gives us a diss track with Miss Dirty Tesla. And I hope that they lock her behind up because that is insane. If anything happened to her or kids, that would have started an actual riot and uproar.
I love that. Where your head went to new music.
New music, right. In your list of demands, yes,
Right.
I want her to be safe. I want her to be happy. Also, get the new music
I
in.
think that, music was one
Was
or two on
second.
her
It
list.
was second. Move to the islands and drop new music.
Did we call on?
People are
What's the chat say?
people are curious if this woman had priors. Would that mean her firearm is illegally obtained? If she has priors for like domestic violence or
Yeah, I mean-
felonies, could that then be another crime or another charge added?
Yeah, they will definitely look at where she got this weapon, how she got it, and
Yeah.
yes, if there were violations of all the background checks
Fair enough.
or
Somebody said,
someone.
I cannot believe Rihanna does not live in a gated neighborhood.
A lot of I've heard this where celebrities don't want to. They don't want to feel like they don't want to feel like every time they come in or they have a guest come in that they have to go through
I get that.
all this security. But this is the downside of it. Is
Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody said she needs to move, unfortunately, move ASAP. My arse would be moving after that. Definitely gonna move. Yeah, she can hire private guards outside. But I get what you
She
mean.
does have guards.
Yeah.
She does have. We know that she has security.
Yeah.
But again, the security is there to protect
gotta.
the property. She's had people just like trespassers
Yeah.
who hop over the fences and her security gets on those people. We've done those stories too where they pounce on them very quickly.
In love with the house. You've had your three kids?
Three
All
kids
your 3
now.
kids
Yeah.
there, raise like your family memories and like you might be forced to move. Like you don't want to.
Yeah.
Don't want to sell, but you might be forced to. That sucks.
Do we know if people are wondering if ASAP was home? Do we know where he was? If he was
A$AP.
involved in any
I
way?
don't think he was home.
Which is even scarier. Just like I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
I was gonna say something.
yeah,
I think, vaguely
something not
sexist.
very. Yeah, I know.
I think I was gonna say
just
something
about giving you
sexist.
enough rope.
But you know
to-
what? No, I'm gonna flip it.
Uh-huh.
If
Okay.
he was
Here we
home,
go.
as a man, you should put your life on the line for your wife and kids.
Oh, I thought that's where we were going. Yeah, he's gonna protect the wife and kids. He's gonna
Okay.
take a.
There
Very
we go.
sexist.
That's my
no,
answer.
no. You think that was a good save?
Yeah.
I think it was.
not
I know.
good
I
save
think
at
it was
all.
a great save, Talia.
Because
Great
it's exactly
job.
how I feel.
Great job, Talia.
If I was at home alone, there's no way I'm hiding. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? I'm hiding. But if there's a man home, right out the door to
Go
deal with
check
it.
downstairs.
What do you
babe.
want him to go do with the woman who has an assault rifle?
He's gonna
What
have
is
an
it
assault
A$AP Rock
rifle
is gonna
too.
do?
You think? Hey, come on,
I don't
babe.
know. Maybe fight her.
Get the blower. We're going go downstairs. Protect herself.
Like maybe he could call the police while I protect our children. I don't know.
Put on the
This is a-
bulletproof
this
vest
is a
and get
terrible
downstairs.
This is
hypothetical.
a horrible hypothetical question.
This is a terrible hypothetical.
But it's not
The
because
good
there
news
has been
is-
celebrities that have gone through. Wasn't like Sandra Bullock in her home when the intruder
But
came
even
in her
if
home.
Rocky were home, he's not going out there. They have security who would go do that,
Not
right?
for Sandra.
They have. Well, Sandra didn't. Right.
Somebody said
But
when
that
you have
was
young
a-
kids like that, you need
One-off.
really good security. You gotta get better security.
But she got security now.
Somebody said ASAP, would ASAP be out of there?
Yeah, I don't know what her security could even do. If someone Her security doesn't patrol the street, right? The street is public space. They're patrolling her property. If the person pulls up and immediately starts, there's nothing her security can do. Now, if the person pulls up and they're just sitting there for an hour, a half hour, and they're walking around, security would come out and say something.
But if you're
I don't think
standing
that's
on
what
the
happened
street.
here. Someone just pulls up on the street and starts firing.
Do you know how? I wonder how far like a gun, like should like, if she's standing on
rifle?
the street.
Pretty
Pretty far.
Pretty far.
I'm wondering, kind of what that's interesting.
Pretty far.
Oh, somebody said, I wonder what surveillance cameras she must have. If they were able to like get footage of that or see it. Yeah.
Oh God.
Surveillance.
I just realized, what did you just hand me this, Tawanda?
Kyle.
Kyle did.
Oh, Kyle did?
Yeah, the memes.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
More memes? Yeah.
You can stay there, Harvey.
There's a.
We're gonna go over to him.
We've been real memed up this morning. I've been getting a lot of texts.
And maybe Stephanie's still going off a little bit. Yeah.
Somebody asked me, they're like, hey, do you have any insider information about what's going on with Donna Kelsey's house? A lot of people, I got a really good chat this morning that was like, do you know what kind of sink handles they're kind of putting in? Or what kind of countertops? I loved it.
And you probably answered all the questions in earnest.
Yeah, I did. I go, hey, I'm so sorry. You're actually going to have to check out our website.
What people don't realize is they're actually
helping.
They're proving exactly why we did the story.
People care.
No, no, that's not it. They actually don't.
We love having fun around
My mic
here.
down. Do you think?
We have fun. Yeah. If you don't want people pulling up in cars that are criminals, have surveillance cameras put up at the corner. That's true. But yeah.
We're going to Ryan for Donna Kelsey.
Donna Kelsey's our
Yeah. So great.
he's got some things he's got to get done.
Just did A1.
Somebody said Drake's a perfect example of how security can't really help in those situations.
Yeah. I'll show you later. Oh, this?
Oh, right by your deltoid.
What is it?
Just some schmutz.
He doesn't know where deltoids are.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is Donna Kelsey.
Yep. 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
This? Oh, this. Oh, yeah, I do see it.
Ooh, bad bruise. Oh, no, that's smudge.
It's
No,
smudge.
it's some sort of smudge.
Okay. Yeah, I got schmutz on my hands. I got to get water on it. Okay, here we go.
Schmutz everywhere.
Here we go.
Well, there's some huge news for the Kelsey family, and it's not about Travis. It's not about, although there is some Travis news, we'll get to it later, but the Travis news is much smaller than what we have to talk about involving Donna Kelsey. Jason and Travis's mom is renovating her home and making some...
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't we leading the show with this?
What?
Why aren't we leading our show with this?
Well, you know, we were going to, and then, you know, the Rihanna thing happened, which was very important. So
we're getting dragged.
yes.
TMZ is getting dragged like crazy because we put this story up over the weekend and dared to put the word exclusive on it. 27 million people are saying, really,
well,
TMZ?
First of all, there is some interesting, we should say that it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 square foot home. This is in Florida, and yeah, she's making some renovations that include, so she had to get a permit because she is replacing 6 doors at the home and also 9 windows. You understand how important this all is.
I'm shocked.
Okay.
This whole thing is just shocking to me.
They're
shocking that we put exclusive on
tongue
it.
is firmly in cheek. But the reason we did the story, and I actually think the reaction to it, which has been millions and millions of
27
hilarious
million and
memes. By the
counting.
way, here's one of my favorites. Someone posted the Situation Room when Obama was when they were going after bin
Osama
Laden.
bin Laden.
Yes, and it's TMZ learning about Donna Kelsey's home remodel.
Oh, God. I come back from a week and then I find out about this.
But listen, everyone is having fun with it, right? Which is why we do some stories that are just fun.
And I'm kidding.
Right?
I'm kidding,
Not
too.
everything is supposed to be
Death and destruction.
Really death and destruction. We put on some,
Oh,
some
by the
fun
way,
stuff.
even Jason Kelsey called us out.
Yes, which I think added to all of the reaction. But yes, Jason Kelsey posted, breaking, sources confirm Donna Kelsey's eldest son watched 2 hours of Bluey yesterday.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Jason, that takes a backseat to Mom's renovations.
So there is Travis Kelsey news, too.
Travis is not retiring. He said he is going to return for another season. He will be playing for the Chiefs still. So no change for Travis.
Are you surprised?
I'm not. I said this at the end of the season that he is not going to retire. He does not want to go out the way they did at the end of that season.
Well, but here's the problem. The season before that, when they lost the Super Bowl,
there's a big difference.
Well, hold on. The idea was he wanted to win a Super Bowl, and that's why he came back. This time, they didn't come close.
They didn't come close. They didn't make the playoffs.
They didn't make the playoffs.
Which is why he's coming back. Because it'd been one thing if they were competitive.
But it's sort of like the limbo. How low are you going to go on that? I mean, unless...
He believes that they've reloaded and that they're going to be better and that they will. They actually just got the Super Bowl MVP. That's the other big Chiefs news. They got Kenneth Walker III is now going to be
Didn't Patrick Mahomes have
an injury? He did. He's going to be back. I don't know when.
Calling Dr. Elatrosh.
Jordan from Kansas. Honestly, I think people love Donna Kelsey because she still feels very normal despite having two superstar sons and a future daughter-in-law who happens to be the biggest celebrity in the world in her own right. And what's even more funny is Donna Kelsey is a celebrity in her own right. As you guys know, she was just on the newest season of The Traitors. So I think she is doing this remodeling and living very comfortably. It's not some huge mansion upgrade. You guys mentioned 1,400 square feet. That's nowhere near.
So you think it was appropriate for us to do the story then?
Absolutely.
See?
A lot of people are interested in it. I'm interested in the story as well. And Donna Kelsey.
Sorry, we're just getting news. We now know what the fixtures are going to be like.
They're using Kohler.
We're not.
Hey, get this up.
Kohler?
Somebody said Harvey shower's still broken then? Insinuating that whoever's
did you
doing
finally get hot water in your friggin' house?
As
you
of
use the
Friday,
same
it took
remodeler?
a whole other week.
Do you use the same remodeler as Donna?
Yeah,
Somebody in all caps, shocking exclusive. Can't forget the doors. Yeah.
Oh, God, you want to hear a funny story?
This was the point.
Can I tell you a funny story?
Have some fun.
Yes.
I'll tell you a funny story.
Thanks.
So,
we'll decide if it's
Somebody
fun.
said to the windows, to the
a
walls.
long time ago, we bought a house that was an old Spanish house. It was built in like the 30s, and everything needed to get fixed in it, including the garage door.
Mm-hmm.
And we needed to get a new garage door on the house, and we had just moved in.
Right.
So I had just moved back from New York, and I joined this gym in West LA. And I'm working out
missed
there.
Story time.
And there's this guy who comes up to me.
Think about
and
it.
says,
For a whole week,
hey, Harvey,
for a whole week,
he
there was no
recognized
one
me
to
because I used to do the news in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, hey, Harvey, Ray Manzarek, and he puts his hand out. And I just didn't recognize the name. And I shook his hand, and he could tell I didn't connect. And he said, with the Doors. And I said, did you give me an estimate? And he said, Ray Manzarek from the Doors. And I said, right. Were you out at the house?
Oh.
And I did that a third time and then realized it's fucking Ray Manzarek from the Doors.
Oh, that's great.
And
the Doors.
And ended up kind of becoming friends with him. And he just was the nicest guy. But he wrote a memoir, and he wrote an inscription for me in my book, and it was to one of the most incisive, intuitive people I've ever met.
That's great.
Oh my God.
From the Doors.
From the Doors.
That's great. Wow. Somebody said, I love Harv's stories.
How much did you miss telling your stories?
There was
Did you get it in you corner anybody?
no one to listen to your stories for a whole week.
I didn't want to tell any.
Oh, man. What do you want for lunch today?
A ahi sandwich
Classic.
or poke.
Ahi sandwich or poke?
I can see you're very inspired.
I'm so glad vacation hasn't changed
No,
you.
I'm rigging it because I know what they're going to say.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, what are we doing? So we've done
C
A
block?
and B. Chapel Run and what? What's Bethany?
How do I wrap this around my ear? My best explanation is
I
wrap
think
it around your ear.
maybe,
It's very helpful.
is that better than, I mean, there's no video. I mean, there's Bethany, there's sound. I'm just wondering, that show is so popular, maybe that's better than starting with Chapel Run. I think so.
We still got some hashtag shit sandwiches in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
From that one time. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to do
Somebody
Bethany
asked if
first.
you'll give an extra story for missing a whole week of
And
them.
we're still doing Chapel, we're just flipping the order.
I actually have another door story.
Perfect. The people want to hear what the people want to hear.
I actually do have another door story.
So, not really.
Fast forward many, many, many years, and we got this condo. And I ran into Ray Manzarek again. This is many, many years later. And Ray said, "So where are you living?" And I said, and I told him about this condo near the beach. And he said, "Oh," he said, "where?" So I told him the city. And then he kind of looked at me and he said, "What street is it on?" And I said, "It's off this street." And he said, "Yeah, but what's the actual street?" And I told him, and he looked at me and he said, "You're kidding me, right?" And I said, "What?" And he said, "What's the address?" And I told him. And he just looks at me and he says, "We wrote Light My Fire at that place."
What?
We wrote the song at that place. It used to be a triplex. And he
Wow.
said, "We literally wrote Light My Fire on that site."
That's so interesting.
And then I was on an airplane.
I love the Doors.
I was on an airplane and I was watching this doc on the Doors that Johnny Depp had narrated. And they said, and they wrote Light My Fire here, and they're playing the song in the place.
Mm-hmm.
And looking out the window, and I realized that's the view. It was.
You know what my favorite word of all time is?
What?
Serendipitous.
Yeah.
I love that. That is an incredibly
two door
serendipitous
stories.
story. 2 doors down, they're laughing and drinking. We should do a Pitch Perfect style riff off, I think, in the office.
Okay. Those are my door stories. And I have a third door story. The Doors played at my high school, Cleveland High School in the San Fernando Valley, 2 weeks before Light My Fire came out.
Charles loved that one. He said if you have a fourth door story, he wants to hear that too, Charles said.
I don't have a fourth door story.
You know the day becomes the
He
night.
was having sex with a microphone.
By the way,
it was shocking.
That song is outstanding. Is
Night
the word,
becomes
is the song.
divides the day.
There is a line I would say you let.
What's your favorite Door song?
The song is
Break On Through.
Outstanding.
Break on through to the other
Gap
side. That's a really good one.
Harvey, when you were saying Light My Fire, I thought you were talking about
A Gap Band song. Not the Doors.
You light my fire.
No, Light My Fire is such a.
We'll do
Go
a
learn the right
karaoke.
lyric. That's not even a line.
Okay, let's go.
Are you sure?
What are we doing?
Yes,
Bethany?
unfortunately.
Okay. Okay.
Daryl Hannah is not going to get a lot of people on her side in her battle against Love Story. Of course, this is the series, the Ryan Murphy series about JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. And last week we told you Daryl Hannah was very upset about her portrayal in the series because she said it's just full-on lies, not inspired by truth. She says absolute lies.
Can I stop you? Because I wasn't here last week.
Yeah.
Is this the story that she allegedly was having an affair with him after she...
There's that part of it, but also the parts about cocaine fueled parties, about her being at this funeral, comparing her dog's death to Jackie O's death. Yeah, all of this. Well, she's not gonna. She wrote a long. We missed this. Wrote an essay for the I believe New York Times. Well, Bethany Frankel has read that essay. She's not impressed, or at least she thinks Daryl Hannah could have gone about this differently. Here's how Bethany sees the love story and the fallout from love story.
There are many ways to entertain an audience to get them to listen to a story. The story seems to be just like the basis and a framework. I think most of it's fiction. It's an entertaining TV show. The difference is that the younger generation believes it to be fact, when people my age know that it's sensationalism for entertainment and for success and ratings. I think if she had educated the audience on many things that were a discrepancy, it would have made her particular portrayal, being a discrepancy, more credible, even though I think she's totally valid in what she said. I really do.
I have two issues with what she said. One is where she says that the older generation understands that
it's fiction,
that TV sensationalizes and everything else. I think the younger generation understands that too. In fact, I think they're more cynical.
Well, except that her point is that the older generation might have actually lived through this stuff, whereas the younger generation didn't.
No, but that's different. I think that the younger generation is as cynical as the older generation. But as for the older generation understanding, having lived through it with them,
that the series is dramatized.
It's murky. That believe me, I remember it. I was following it, and that relationship was always murky in terms of how the public viewed it. There were divorce rumors, and then people saying no, they're happily married and in love. They had public fights where people were saying, and there were things about Daryl Hannah and RFK Jr. So it was always a murky thing.
I think Daryl Hannah's point is the younger generation who did not live through it, who weren't following it, are watching the series, and they're just thinking, oh my God, look, there's Daryl Hannah comparing a dog's death to Jackie O. And she's saying that never, ever happened.
And maybe didn't.
And she says, by the way, it's costing her professionally.
But
now,
kind of
I
to
don't
Harvey's
know whether
point,
that's true, but
at the same time, if we're going with that route that the younger generation just watches this and just takes it for its word, that's not the case. First of all, in the beginning of the series, before you watch every episode, there is a big message that says,
for 1 second.
We've made dramatizations to make this more lively for TV.
Well,
people know that. I don't think there's been one docuseries that we've watched
but
that we know that we're just watching.
But if you're Daryl Hannah, why should you sit back and watch an absolute lie?
There's been so many people that have come out and spoken out.
I'm not saying her watch it, but to not say anything when you know you lived it and you know it wasn't true. She should say it.
Jackie Kennedy was a really beloved figure in America. If it's not true, and if Daryl Hannah is sitting back and having people think she disrespected Jackie O, that's a big deal, and that affects Daryl Hannah. So if they took license and did this based on a gossip or whatever,
or just for dramatization.
That does affect her.
Right.
That does
you
affect her reputation.
Her as a villain.
Villain.
Right.
A villain. A villain. And she has every right to come out and say bullshit.
But just a question, just playing devil's advocate, that even though you're saying it's 1 second, is Ryan Murphy and the Love Story show covered because they're saying, yes, that we may have taken stuff and made it...
Well, but then what's true and what's not true? It's like, yeah, some of it's true and some of it's not. Well, is the stuff about Daryl Hannah true or not true? But you're using her name, and if you're using her name, then you better have the facts to back it up.
Fair.
Hi, I'm Nicole from Denver, and we all know that Bethany Frankel has an opinion about everything. And in this case, I think that she is accurate in her opinion. Love Story is based on a love story that's not just about the celebrity nature of things. This is a significant relationship in American history. So I think it's important that on all fronts, we get it right and communicate the accurate message to not just the younger populations, all populations who are watching this.
Enough said.
Okay.
In case anyone's looking for like a good gift for the upcoming holidays, Good Shirts is selling a $25 t-shirt that says, "Don't let the war in Iran distract you from the fact that Donna Kelsey is renovating her home."
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's hysterical.
And they come in 4 different colors. You can buy them.
That's
Isn't that great?
hysterical. I love it.
Yeah.
Someone said Daryl Hannah was always portrayed in a negative light during the years of the National Enquirer when she was dating him. So why is she complaining
Well,
now?
there were also these rumors that they hooked up after he married
Carolyn?
Carolyn.
Oh.
And so
Haven't gotten that part in the episode.
you know, RFK Jr. was like
up.
the center of the universe when it came to tabloid. I mean, everybody wanted to cover him because, you know, people thought he was going to run for office. He was incredibly handsome. He was charming. You know, he was a Kennedy. And so, you know, everybody covered RFK Jr. And, you know, when she started dating him, it was like, oh my God, a Hollywood movie star, because that was right around the time of Splash, you know, and was it Splash? Where she's the mermaid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Splash. And she's a big star, and he was RFK Jr., so everybody covered it. So, and then there were people who just didn't like that he was with her and not with other people.
That they kind of made that
Yeah.
Like
in
a
the
Justin
show.
and Selena type thing they had going
Yeah,
on there.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the show they made
RFK
it
Jr.
seem
was bigger than Justin Bieber.
Yes.
And the show they made it seem like Jackie didn't like Daryl because she was a movie star
There
and
was
blonde.
there was talk about that.
They put that in there.
Yeah,
I thought
I mean that was again all of the. See, that's the thing. There were so many rumors that what's rumor and what's true. And it's fine to say, okay, we'll just tell the story the way we want to tell the story. But when you start mentioning people's names, where there are consequences like that, and you say Daryl Hannah, you know, made a really disparaging comment about Jackie O at Jackie O's funeral with RFK Jr.
Yeah. JFK.
You mean JFK.
I'm JFK Jr. rather. I keep
My
saying
bad.
RFK.
Going to Sports Next. Sports
What
Next.
does it say about me that I didn't notice? So there you go.
You know your lunches?
Ahi tuna sandwich. Yeah.
Nice.
I rigged it.
You see, you can't trust the polls, people.
Jay Martin. Paul
Rigging them. Somebody said, "What's everyone's fascination with trying to relive the '90s?"
Well, it happens all the time. That's just a certain age group gets to it. They're reliving the
Nostalgic
90s
point.
because the people who were teenagers then are now older and nostalgic
That was also
and established.
a thing. He was a thing.
Oh yeah, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
learned a lot
Oh,
from
it
this
was a
documentary. I never knew about that
huge
fight
thing.
in the
People
park,
said-
the Central Park fight.
Oh, that was a huge.
yeah.
He was
And then I went
every
and looked
single
up the real
day
pictures.
on the New York tabloids. New York
But just
Post
why? Just
every
because he
day
was hot? Because he was a failed lawyer.
Because he's hot.
wasn't-
Because he
he
was
wasn't failed.
JFK's.
That's what they said in the show.
They say
Because
Jack
he
won the
couldn't
bar
pass
exam
Jack?
twice.
Right.
Okay. So, but then he became a prosecutor. Then he created George.
Did you ever read the George magazine?
Yeah.
He was a. Did I? Yes.
George,
I
was it a
remember
good
I
magazine?
covered the launch of the magazine.
Yeah. With the George Washington. Oh, Cindy Crawford is George Washington.
That's who that was in the
Right.
face.
Jack Schlossberg up next.
Yeah.
is what
Jack
the-
Schlossberg's probably going to win
said.
Congress.
He's also trashed the show. He basically
Yeah.
said if you
Yeah.
want to watch something that from someone that's never met anyone in our family or that knows nothing about us, sure, go watch it, have
This
fun.
happens every time Ryan Murphy does one of these shows, and
Biopic.
and there are a lot of
Biopic.
people in it who are still alive.
Yeah.
They all
Yeah.
come out and say this is BS.
Well, and that's kind of interesting in itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kai Trump with Babcock in sports.
Okay.
God, I love this story. It's so
What?
interesting to me.
So this is Delta One.
Oh shit.
Erewhon just came out with a new
Where's my
smoothie
Dershowitz thing?
as well.
Oh, here.
Erewhon just came out with a birthday cake. Hey! Morning. Hey! Glowing as usual. Luca, good morning. Luca and I went to Hot Pot this weekend, and I ate circles around this kid. Circles. Like, you'd be shocked.
I don't know. Can I do this
It's like
still?
to flex how many cows I could put away.
I don't know.
Rusty.
Perfect.
He's been practicing with a beach
They're
ball
looking
all
into
week.
it, yeah.
Hey, Chad, morning. Hey, how you doing?
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get this email?
Good catch.
Thank you.
Spidey.
Let me just check something real fast. Delgado. Jesus Christ. Ah. Oh my God. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Here you go. Kai Trump. Okay.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. If you are like our guest earlier, James Carville, and you have a case of TDS, you might want to look away.
Could it be KTDS?
You could also be suffering KTDS, yes, because it is the president's granddaughter who is sparking some, I don't want to say outrage. Look, there are definitely some people who are outraged. I don't know if this is worth outrage.
It's not.
But it's interesting. Kai Trump, as we said, the daughter of Don Jr. And a hell of a golfer, is also somewhat of a social media influencer. So she came to LA and she did something that all influencers do.
I don't know if Erewhon is national. So there is a grocery store here called Erewhon where you have to go and get a Brinks truck to drive up to the front if you want to load your shopping
It's
cart.
worth going just to look at the prices.
It's insane.
Because it is really insane. So Kai did the influencer thing, and some of the things she said have people, as I said, outraged.
Welcome back to the channel. Right now we are in Erewhon, which is in LA. This is me in the Erewhon video and everything I get from Erewhon. If you guys don't know Erewhon's the most expensive grocery store pretty much out there. Everything's crazy expensive. So we're gonna get my favorite stuff, even supplements, whatever it may be. And then we're gonna go home and try it out.
Let me know if you guys have any questions on the prices or anything, okay?
Yeah, how much are the sweaters? The Haley Bieber smoothie? Oh my God.
They really laid out the red carpet for you.
I'm looking for my phone and you have it. I'm gonna go bankrupt with this stuff. I'm gonna need to file for bankruptcy.
Gonna
Me
go
and Mel are
bankrupt
just talking about
from
peptides. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, gonna go bankrupt. By the way, that was her Secret Service on the street outside of the Erewhon, just to make sure that everything was safe for.
So is the 2026 version of Let Them Eat Cake, Let Them Drink a Haley Bieber Shake? I think that's what people are saying.
Came back fresh with rhymes and everything.
So, so that's kind of
I mean,
what people are
feel
talking
like,
about.
There's a lot of the comments are sort of read the room. Like there's a lot going on right now. Much the way we were called out for our Donna Kelsey post being tone deaf,
silly.
Right. I was going to ask what the outrage was. That there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. There's a war, obviously, and that.
And also that people can't.
People
can't afford.
Got it.
Groceries, not at Erewhon.
Sure.
At their local grocery store.
Can I just say,
right.
if you get offended at this, you lose credibility at getting offended on things that
I think
really
you can
deserve
hold on.
that kind
you
of
can be
attention.
offended. The outrage is
the
too
outrage.
far.
The outrage
but
is
you can be
ridiculous.
offended if you're having trouble
Why?
buying groceries.
There are rich people in this country. I got it. I get it. Okay, I get it.
Well,
She's
don't get us started on billionaires.
Well, no, because it's like
you really want to get people going.
You're going to be outraged because there are billionaires and there are rich people. I mean, come on. I mean, that's just the way
we
of the
agree
world.
on.
I know we do.
No, I know we agree.
And but I do think that if you just say, okay, it's a Trump, therefore you got to get angry, you got to be outraged, you lose credibility on issues that really matter.
Do you? Yeah. Sure. Agreed. No reason for outrage, but a young Trump talking about going bankrupt.
How much money does she make? How much money does she get?
A few times.
I don't
she's
know.
18.
Yeah. So what does she get?
Probably is making some money on social
social
media. I'm sure she's plugged in on crypto too, right?
Well, I don't know.
Does she have her own coin?
Does she have $1 million?
Just a matter of time before she has her own coin.
Is she making $1 million?
I think she probably makes more than $1 million a year.
I think her allowance is more than $40.
Does she get an allowance even? I don't know. I mean, I just don't
got her
know.
own bank account. She's 18.
She's 18 years old. I mean,
and might go pro, right? in the
Yeah,
golf?
she's a really good golfer, accomplished golfer.
What's good, guys? Malumbo here from Los Angeles. Yeah, my opinion is that this isn't just a grocery trip. It was a public stunt flaunting that the rules don't apply to her. Using a taxpayer-funded Secret Service detail to fetch a $21 smoothie at the world's most expensive store while filming for likes shows a stunning disconnect from the Americans out here who can barely afford groceries. That's the outrage.
Okay, I get your anger at this, but I got to tell you something. The Secret Service, by law, has to follow her everywhere she goes. It's not that she's saying,
wherever she
follow
went,
me.
there would be Secret
The
Service.
law says that grandchildren of a sitting president get Secret Service protection. It's not even her choice. So just the fact that they're going to the market, they'll go to the hair salon, they'll go on a date that she has. They have to go everywhere. So it's not that she's taking them at taxpayer money. They're along for the ride no matter what.
Right. But there's other things to be outraged about.
Okay.
Just that part.
Somebody said she has a ton of endorsements on a sub, and she probably makes a ton of money.
New Chapel.
Rich people
Yeah,
can't
what
make
was-
broke
what was
jokes.
Pixar?
Not funny. I agree with that. Oh, hey, sorry, Melissa. People are saying rich people can't make broke jokes. It's only funny when real
Yeah,
broke people
Chapel.
make broke jokes.
And where?
But
is
we
it
don't even know what
Paris
she
or
makes.
Where was she?
That's true.
I mean, her parents may say,
Okay.
yeah, this video is great.
Yeah, I saw.
Somebody say, why not volunteer at a soup kitchen instead? I feel like that's not fair, though.
Yeah,
to
it's like,
say.
why does she have to? I mean, it's like, I don't.
Let her
what does
live.
she do for charity? I don't know. Maybe she does a lot. Maybe
Sure.
she doesn't have any money to give. I have no idea.
That's fair enough. And I also think, like, getting an Erewhon smoothie is a part of, like, the teenage experience.
Yeah.
Like, it's like going to the mall these days.
Listen, you go, yeah. Like, what do you know about the teenage experience?
I can tell you.
This guy's like, yeah, teenagers.
I can tell you.
Please.
You're challenging me? I'll answer it. I drive by there. I've actually sometimes been in there, but not a lot.
I like it. You slow down. So maybe I've gone there a
Okay.
couple of times.
When I drive by there,
I might have ordered a couple
it
of
is
things.
a tourist
It is.
trap.
It is.
Right. People go there for that,
Yes.
to get a Haley Bieber shake.
It's become part
and
of.
you see them all the time.
It's become part
I
of, like,
see
the
these
LA
girls
itinerary.
walking in their things and whatnot.
In their things
In
and
their
whatnot.
things and whatnot. What?
Wow.
Say less, sir. Please say
Sandals and
Yeah. Just kids in their sandals. Well, I don't know if
halter
you've
tops
heard.
and trains.
They're halter tops.
Oh my God! Erewhon is coming out with a new smoothie that is their birthday smoothie. So
Hey, man.
you know, maybe I'll.
This is my
take
pen.
you up. Maybe we should do
No, you
like a
don't.
taste test or something. like
Okay.
that.
Who's doing this?
You, sir. Janet, this is my.
Oh.
Somebody asked if I've ever been to
Erewhon?
Erewhon. It's truly my favorite place on
You don't
earth.
have.
I
you
have
just
a
said
lot
you
of
have a
food
whole bunch
allergies,
of
so I eat a lot of their food. I'm
Okay,
broke,
well, someone
and
took
I'm
one
not
off
ashamed
of
to
my
admit it.
desk.
But guess
So
who's
I buy
credit
them
card
too.
debt free?
It was
I
hard
buy
to
them
buy.
too. You. No, this is my pen. This is mine. I had it on my desk.
Welcome. Are
And
they
then it
fighting
went
again?
missing. Someone took my pen and it took some
What?
Sharpies from me. You took
He's a
it,
pen
and now I
thief.
busted you.
It's real
I got
chaotic
it.
in here for
Yes,
a Monday.
it does. Yes, it does. Thank you very much. Saw it on the ground.
Okay.
Wow.
I got to tell you something.
Do share.
I'm going to tell you one other story. So, the story that really put TMZ on the map was Mel Gibson DUI.
Oh,
You know,
really?
when he went in the anti-Semitic rant and all, and
But
we got
it's really-
a lot of
but it's
attention
really
for that story.
10:30.
And all of a sudden, New York Times and Washington Post and Today Show and Good Morning, they're all doing stories on TMZ that, oh my God, look at they're this news source that's online because there was no, and it's like they broke this story, they beat everybody. So they're telling this story. And I remember sitting there in the middle of all of it thinking, oh shit, because I thought, do we have to now just always be serious and do serious stories? And because everybody's writing about that, now it's a serious thing.
Yeah.
And my feeling was always that we didn't have a voice, we had a personality. We could be serious, but we could be silly and funny and everything else. And I remember there was this moment where I was just thinking, in my office, I was thinking, holy crap, they're putting this pressure on us. And then I remember just thinking, fuck that. And I said, let's do something really silly, like right now.
Love that.
Because I thought that would be.
What was the silly follow-up
I
to
don't
that?
remember what it was, but we did a lot of silly shit then.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden people are saying, oh God, look at what they're doing again.
Hell yeah.
And that's why I kind of like this.
Is this the Chaperone?
No, I like
Oh.
the Donna Kelsey thing.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
That's hysterical.
People need to
That's
let t-shirts,
hysterical.
hats. I'm going to order us all a t-shirt
It's hysterical. I love it.
when I get paid on
I
Friday.
love it.
It's great.
The fact that Jason.
I know.
Yeah.
To
I
like
would
latch
just,
on to.
what would make my year is if Barack Obama would say something on it. I would love that.
I can tweet him if you want. We can see what
I'd
happens.
just love to know what he thinks about the
All right,
Donna
yeah.
Kelsey remodel.
Yeah.
It would be really great.
But now maybe
Would
people
make
will
my
call
day.
us with some more exclusives about silly things they're doing to their homes.
Right. So and so cleans their pool.
Why have we, Tawanda, did we not try and get Donna Kelsey on?
Oh my God, that'd be iconic.
Call, see if you can get,
Call her up. I wonder if we could.
I don't want to quote Kanye, but we made famous.
That was nuts.
You think about the things that you say, think about
Down.
the things that you do, and I like.
Wow.
Just remember that Travis and Jason are both
Try
much,
her,
much
just
bigger
say-
than you.
And she was the first ever undercover trader on the Trader.
I wonder if we could find out what companies
Yes,
put
Jason.
the windows in.
No, that he's coming back, and everyone's like, yeah, because he doesn't want to help with the remodel.
Did we talk about which company it was in the article? Because we can see if they're getting like a ton of business from it. Because
Hi, Donna. This is Tawanda.
Oh.
Oh, I thought that was.
Hey, Donna, it's Harvey Levin over at TMZ. So apparently your remodel is front page news, and people are just making fun of us left and right.
Yes.
I would love it if you would come on TMZ Live and talk to us about it. It's just such a fun story. Give me a call if you can. I'll give you my cell. It's 310.
Oh my God.
Holy crap. Daniela, remember when you said his mic is up and I said, yeah, he knows, it's fine. What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I wasn't.
Literally,
Thank you.
10 seconds earlier.
Thank you.
Texted, can I call you later?
Say
busy
sure.
with the remodel.
Say sure.
We know you're busy with the
We
remodel.
know you're busy with the remodel. How'd you like to come on tomorrow?
Somebody commented boomer alert.
Yeah, it was kind of a
Literally 10 seconds earlier, Daniela had said to me, his mic is up. And I said, no, he knows, it's fine. And then you go, here's my phone number.
I just forgot.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Well, you didn't have to. You could have killed my mic.
We did.
We'll see if she calls back during the
Harvey's
show.
still
She
on
might call back.
vacation mode.
it's a Monday.
Wow.
Okay, let's go.
Happy Monday, folks.
It's nice of her to reply.
Yeah, she responded.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh my God.
Queen.
Really?
Wow.
You almost had your cut out.
Which way are we? That way or this way? Melissa?
Same side, isn't it?
Well, I know we're going to be same. I'm asking if you'd rather us here or over there. That's. I was giving you.
I was kidding about the Kanye song.
Oh, God. Wow.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Well, Chaperone, Paris, you said, right?
Paris Fashion Week.
Why did I think it was New York when I said, all right. Chaperone is over in Paris enjoying the never-ending event of Paris Fashion Week.
By the way, let's just change that. Paris Fashion Year.
It's just always Paris Fashion Week.
Right.
But before we get to the style part of the evening, she had an issue with some fans and paparazzi who she says were following her to this event. So when she arrived, she tried to turn the tables on them.
So I'm just trying to go to dinner, and I've asked these people several times to get away from me.
Please step to the side.
Person-
Step to the side.
This person I've asked several times
Step to the side,
to
please.
go away, and they will not. They're hiding their face because they're ashamed. Because I've asked them. These are all the people that are
Can you sign
completely disregarding all of my boundaries.
My first time to see you, Chappelle. It's my
So
first
this
time to see
is,
you.
then go away.
Happy to see you.
So all of you, I'm
Love you
asking
too.
you kindly to please leave me alone
Yes.
and
Yeah,
stop
sure. Yes.
following me,
Can you give her
harassing
something
me.
nice? Can you just sign?
Thank you.
What are you wearing,
No,
Chappelle?
I'm not gonna sign. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
Chappelle,
So
no
this
problem.
is
You
what
have your
it's
choice,
like,
yeah.
If you're wondering how
I love
it
I love the autograph seeker who's just shooting a shot in the middle of it. She's ranting about it. He's like,
Would
"By
you
the way,
sign this?"
Could you sign this?
You look,
yeah.
I mean,
you can't. There's the one side where you go, all right, you're in Paris for Fashion Week. She's probably leaving an event. She said she was going to dinner.
But it's not just
there are
that.
going to be
it's not
people
just,
around.
It's not just Paris Fashion Week. I mean, look, she's a big celebrity now, and this is part of the drill. And that doesn't mean it's
She doesn't
great.
have to like it.
She doesn't have to like it, and a lot of people don't. Jacob Elordi has done
Justin
something
Bieber's
similar.
done the
Justin
same thing,
Bieber's
yep.
done the same thing. So there are people who don't like that. And, you know, look, there are a lot of these agencies that have a bunch of freelance people who are out there all the time. And they will follow them, and it does get intrusive. And, you know, I get
see
it.
nothing wrong with what she did there. She
Right.
wasn't
No.
attacking anyone. She was
No.
explaining her side of it. I don't know. She didn't post that, so I don't know. Maybe it was live.
No, she hasn't posted it on her Instagram or her TikTok. I'm not sure.
But everybody
if
else
she's
showed it,
gonna,
so.
yeah, if she's gonna do anything with the video that she took. But I think, you know, obviously giving them a taste of their own medicine. And the narrative online, like, you know, people are either like, leave her alone, or you signed up for this because, you know, you're famous, you're a celebrity. But at the end of the day, and she has said this, you know, it's okay to set boundaries with people, and just because she is an artist and has ended up being successful doesn't mean that she signed up to, you know, she didn't sign a contract saying, yeah, I'm gonna be like
That you're
followed
gonna-
everywhere. And I think the other thing, like people are saying, oh, well, she was rude to fans. Let's be honest, in that video, it's mostly autograph hounds and paparazzi. I think there was
But
one
some
fan.
of those people are fans.
Sure,
Some of the
like, you
autograph
mean, like,
seekers
they're
are
trying-
actual fans
Yeah.
who want her autograph.
But like if you take away, you know, the autograph like photos and the cameras, like think about that for a second. If it was just a group of people just following her and not getting paid for it, it's a totally different story
Yeah.
and it's stalking. So I kind of, you know, on a lot of the time agree with her.
Yeah, I mean, on this one, you get that it's intrusive. It's also part of the drill. That's the reality.
Right.
It's the reality.
You want a story?
Wait, are you about to tell another story?
You want a story?
Hey guys, what a story.
We don't have a choice.
So,
Yeah.
Told you.
like a dozen years ago, I'm at this restaurant in Beverly Hills.
Right.
And it's a night before the Oscars. And I'm sitting there at a table for two, and then next to it, there's this big round table for like 12 people.
Yeah.
Martin Short walks in. And then I think it was Tim McGraw and Faith Hill walk in. And just one star after another starts sitting at the table. And then Martin Short picks up his phone and says something to somebody. And I thought he said Tom. And so all of a sudden, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson walk in.
Classic.
So Tom Hanks walks in, and I'm sitting here, right? So Tom Hanks walks in, and all of a sudden whips up his phone and starts at me this way. So what are you having for dinner? What are you eating right now? Who are you with? I didn't know you could afford this place. So where are you going after this? And he's loud, and it's a big restaurant, and he is loud, and everybody's hearing this. And it goes on for like 2 minutes. And I am just sitting there going like this, and then he just cracks up. And he was just doing it as a gag.
That's the most lit story you've ever told.
Huh?
That's the most lit story.
It was hysterical. And I mean, it was really, really funny.
So good.
That's Tom Hanks. That's lit.
better this
But he was doing it because he's a good actor. He was doing it like he was angry and aggressive.
My favorite.
Oh wait, did you already tell this story?
Yes. People are saying this story is better than
Oh, maybe I did.
Oh, I didn't remember it.
Yeah, but we have new people.
What was your reaction?
No, they're all in the chat.
Oh, I was horrified. No, I left through the kitchen.
I saw he got a prop out.
Did you?
I really want to stop him.
It stopped the restaurant.
You went through the kitchen?
Oh, because it stopped the restaurant. And I had to walk out. And I had to walk past everybody. And I thought, oh, they're just
my
going to
God.
clown me. So I walked out through the kitchen.
That's a good story. You're going to tours.
Oh, okay.
We have Heather. It was
By the
her
way.
birthday yesterday, and she went on the brunch bus, and she said she had
Happy birthday, Heather.
Oh,
a
nice.
lovely time on her birthday brunch tour.
Now you guys know what it's like. You're really getting the inside TMZ experience.
Okay.
When you hear Harvey repeating his stories. You're welcome.
You miss your friend?
Mm.
Damn, that shit is
Okay.
crazy, that football player.
Here we go.
Which one are we doing today? Comedy tour? Okay. Big laughs on a night out in Hollywood. You could enjoy it. It's very simple. You just got to get on the TMZ tour and our comedy crawl, the TMZ comedy crawl, where we give you our show on wheels, but we're being hosted by stand-up comedians. So you get comedy right there on the bus.
And
we
you
go
stop
to
at the biggest comedy clubs in America, the Comedy Store, the Improv, the Laugh Factory.
And you get lots of benefits, special benefits at those clubs. You show up as a VIP.
There are friends with benefits.
Exactly. That's
Wait
one
a
way
second.
of putting it.
Oh.
But it was particularly headline-worthy this weekend because not only did we have Martin Morrow and Mateen Stewart host as our main comedians, but when we go to the Improv, we are passing by comedians that have just performed, right? So we might run into another famous comedian. We did. We ran into Donnell Rawlings, and he gave us.
Love Donnell Rawlings.
It was amazing. He was so excited to see the bus. He's like, I got to do this one day. He's like, I want to host
Oh
one
my
day.
God!
He was like so excited.
Open invitation, Donnell.
We would love to have Donnell
No, yeah,
host.
he's gonna do it. He's just on the road right now, so he
Oh,
in this
he's
interview,
hysterical.
he did a bunch of like his Chappelle skit stuff from
he's
back in the
funny.
day. It was so good. He did the dial on, who are the five business.
By the way, I get it. I came back into town on Saturday, and I get this email saying, "Oh my God, I met your director of fun last night." He's the director of
That's
fun.
director of fun. That is your name,
If
as
you
you
want to
said.
come
That's
hang
it.
out,
The
come
most
on
fun.
Fridays. I'll be there on Friday.
Our comedy crawl happens every Friday, and it is the best thing ever. So many laughs, and at the end of the tour, you get 2 free tickets to future comedy shows. That's like $70 worth on top of your ticket.
This is nuts.
I know.
And free drinks.
And free drinks.
Free
It's
drinks.
nuts.
Okay,
Yeah.
every weekend we put polls up on the website. We want to see how you feel about things that happened last week. Nothing really much happened.
Not much. Not much at
So
all.
we decided to ask a bunch of questions.
Yes.
Here are the
Here
results.
we go. Brittany needs rehab. Yes, she's spiraling, or no, she made one
I'm going to
mistake.
be really interested in this because of the Free Britney movement.
Wow.
But look at that. Isn't that interesting?
Wow, wow, wow.
That is interesting. Next. Ending Brit's conservatorship was a good move. Absolutely, she deserves freedom, or no way, she's in danger.
Now, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be close.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
You know, we had someone from the movement on last week who admitted, yeah, this.
Well, that's because the movement never addressed one little issue, her mental illness.
Right.
And nor did the representatives of Britney ever talk about that. There were
Acknowledge- or even
documentaries
acknowledge it,
where
right.
they never even got into her mental illness, where 24 doctors had testified over a period of years. I'm sorry for going on.
All right. Next, Trump firing Kristi Noem. Unfair, she did his bidding, or good riddance?
93% good riddance.
93 is probably a good number.
Oh.
Hey, look at her.
Got
She's
more
doing
support
well.
than I thought. How about that? Wow. War with Iran. I support it. I'm against it. This will be 60-40.
Yeah. Even
wow.
more.
Than that. Babcock.
Yeah, Babcock.
Okay.
Back to poll numbers, Babcock.
2 more.
Okay. Selena kissing Benny's feet. True love.
Oh, did she do that?
She did. True love or truly foul?
They're going to say foul. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, last one.
That's a man's feet.
Oscar for Best Actor goes to Chalamet, Jordan, or DiCaprio. They're going to say Chalamet.
Who is it going to be? Now, it could also be.
Oh, wow.
It
He's
could also
last.
be not one of those guys. There are two other people.
No, but look, of those three, Chalamet is last.
Chalamet's last. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Huh, Michael B. Jordan in the driver's seat. We'll see.
Was that F?
Who's up there?
Echo.
What's F?
You know what? We just had a story fall out. Do you have a story you could tell?
I'm sure I do. You want me to think of one?
I'm kidding. No,
No,
we're doing Kanye. We're doing
I'll come
Kanye.
up with a story.
Are you happy to be home with the dogs?
Huh?
Are you happy to be home
Oh
with the
my
dogs?
God, yes.
I was thinking about them recently.
No, we are doing Kanye. Yeah.
Let me just think. What good story can
I was kidding, by the way.
No, I want to tell you a good story. I got to think of a good story to tell you. He's a real. I got to tell you, he's a good guy. There's a charity I work with, and he is so involved in this and so committed, and he really just has a big heart. He really does.
Oh,
Gene Simmons. I love Gene Simmons.
that's really nice.
Also, I can't think of a story. The chat is also asking. It's been 2 weeks since you guys have done headlines. Are you doing headlines today?
Yeah,
Cameron.
We'll do headlines.
Cameron.
There you have it, guys. You'll get your headlines back.
You got a
Do you have any
headline?
stories about?
I do have a story.
Do you have any
that's-
ghost stories? Have you
No.
ever witnessed
Oh,
anything
he's got a
paranormal?
ghost story.
No, but I'm not going to tell a ghost story.
You want to sit in your seat?
No.
Okay.
I did something really stupid once.
Once?
shocker.
There was a movie called 3 Days of the Condor, and it was a very tense movie. And this is when I was in Miami teaching.
Great.
And so I went to see 3 Days of the Condor, and no, I can't tell this story. No, I can't. No.
You can't do that.
No,
Yeah,
I
you can't do that.
It's
You can change names to protect the innocent if you want, but
no, because it's an inappropriate story to tell. I can't tell the
Perfect.
story. No, I can't tell the story. I just realized it would be very insensitive.
What, any paranormal?
No,
it's
not.
subject
It's not
matter.
a name. It's what I
Oh.
did. It's.
Well, can't
Wow.
redact it.
Have you ever
this
seen a
story before, and I'm
ghost,
trying to
witnessed
remember
anything paranormal?
Yes.
Care to elaborate on that?
No.
Any stories on your time at People's Court?
Forget I even asked anything.
People's Court story time?
I got a million people's court stories.
All right, they're asking about their time there.
Yeah. So Judge Millian, who was our judge for the better part of 20 years, we were looking for a judge at the time, and I was calling all these courtrooms and certain people, and I called this woman named Star Gonzalez, and I loved her
It's a good name.
I loved her name.
Good name.
And she's great too. And I said, would you be interested in auditioning? And she said, I'm not the person you want, but I know who you want. You want this woman named Marilyn Milian. And she's a judge in Miami. And so she gave me the number of the courtroom, and I called the courtroom, and the clerk answered, and the clerk said, I said, it's Harvey Levin from People's Court. Can I speak to Judge Milian? And the clerk said, she's on the bench right now. And I said, you need to pass her a note telling her this phone call could change her life. And the judge said, she's in a murder trial. And I said, please pass her a note.
First or second degree.
Harvey!
First or second degree.
And
That's the most Harvey thing I've ever heard
and the
ever.
clerk, and so I argued with the clerk, and the clerk said no, and I said, here's my name and number. So during a recess, she calls, and she's like, what the fuck? And I said, you had me at that.
Oh my God.
You gotta come down and audition.
That's so funny.
Oh,
The
Do I
indomitable Harvey Levin
do I
spirit.
dare tell?
You can't say stuff like that
Okay.
and not tell.
I have not ever talked about this, but I'm gonna tell this part. So, Judge Milian is Cuban.
Yeah.
And so we bring her up to New York, and she auditions, and she's great. And then, so the people who at the time were running the production company, Telepictures, the big distribution company, they said, there's a problem because there's a rift between the Mexican community and the Cuban community. And there are a lot of Mexican people who don't like Cuban people. And so it was like, so we don't think this is gonna work. And so I thought, fuck, she's perfect for this.
Yeah.
And so there was this restaurant called Il Molino in New York, and I was addicted to Il Molino. So I used to go there sometimes, like even by myself at night. And I'd sit at the bar and I'd have pasta. So there's this guy named Tito who was at the bar there.
Okay.
And so I went in there and Tito could tell I was bent out of shape, and he said, what's the problem? And I told him. And Tito he was Mexican or Cuban, now I can't remember which. But Tito said to me, they're wrong. And he said, it's true that there's a rift with Cubans and Mexicans. But he said, do you know, if a Cuban does well, Mexicans will embrace them. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, well, you know Christina, the talk show host? And I said, yeah. And he said, she's more popular than Jesus Christ himself. And I said, what? And she said, they embrace, Mexican people will embrace Cubans. And I thought, huh. So I called up the person at Telepictures the next day and I said, look, I have just done extensive research on this. And I basically repeated everything Tito said. And I was so convincing, he bought it.
Thank you, Tito.
And we brought Marilyn in, and I went back.
That is really funny.
I went back months later and I told Tito, you're the reason for her.
Wow. That's really, shout out
You tipped
Tito.
him well, right?
No.
Did you just say you tipped him though? And he said no?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to Tito.
Tito.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need an armchair and a fireplace. Charles, you can tell any story anytime.
Tuesdays with Harvey.
Okay.
Well, we are about to find out just how much backlash there is against Kanye. There are some who felt that because of things he has said in the past that he should be, quote unquote, canceled. Well, he is putting it all on the line with a show, a kind of almost like last minute show at SoFi Stadium here in Los Angeles. His first show in LA.
At SoFi?
Yeah.
How do you get SoFi on a minute's notice?
I guess they had an opening in the schedule, and he said, I'll take it.
Bizarre.
So he's going to be playing there in April, beginning of April, right? April 3rd or 5th? April 3rd.
Can I tell you something? My recollection of the last concert Kanye had in LA was at the Forum when he went after
Memorial. I mean, at the Coliseum.
Oh, because I'm thinking of when he went
Drake.
after Jay-Z and Beyonce.
That was his last solo concert, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that's what you meant. But
Well, that's
last
what I
time he
meant.
played was with Drake.
Yeah, you're right.
At
When is this?
In April.
April 3rd.
I've got a theory on this. So partly why Yeezys were so successful is because he would do these limited time drops, and everybody would get FOMO, like, I got to get these shoes right now because they're going to sell out and I'll never get them. It's impossible. Maybe he's afraid he can't sell out SoFi because this is his first show here in 5 years after all the things he said.
I mean, what do they
So
seek
you do
for a
a
concert?
last minute limited, like, okay, the concert's in like 3.5 weeks. You have to register to get on the list for tickets. Some of the people who register will get free tickets. So people are going to get FOMO about these tickets. Like, if I don't do it now, I'm not going to have a chance to change my mind. So everybody rushes to buy these tickets. Because if it's on sale for 6 months, maybe they decide I don't need to go see
What's the demo
Kanye.
here going to be? I mean, who's showing up?
Who's showing up? Right.
No, I'm really serious.
Yeah, we'll
But
find out.
also, it's more than 100,000 people for a concert at
SoFi is a
SoFi,
huge,
right?
it's a stadium.
SoFi's that big?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
saw the
for
Stones
football,
there.
it's
yeah.
90-something thousand. So for a concert, it's going to be even more. I'm shocked he's playing that. And 70,000?
70,000. That's still a
That's
lot.
still to.
Now, if he doesn't sell out, what does that look like for him?
That's really bad.
Yeah.
What's up, TMZ? It's Marlon Knight from Bronx, New York. I'm back again. Thank you for having me. So yeah, Kanye is coming back to, LA. It's his first time performing in LA in like 5 years now. It's his first time performing in the States in 2 years. And I feel like, people are going to be really excited about that, man. It's Ye, after all. He's one of the biggest artists of our generation. And plus he has an upcoming album, anticipated album, Bully, that's coming out that's been pushed back so many times. It would be amazing to see if he gives us some songs or unreleased songs for this new performance. He's going to be performing in the home of the LA Rams and the LA Chargers April 3rd. I think it's an exciting time. I think people are looking forward to it.
I now it makes more sense, the apology that he issued and also that Bianca issued. It's not just about the album. If you're going to sell shows with that many seats, you need people to feel like you actually are serious about apologizing.
We will see. What else you guys want to talk about?
Hey, I'm Tanya from Montreal. About Rihanna. People often project their own feelings onto celebrities because it seems that we know them when we see them online and in the media. And it starts to feel like we can personally know them. But I find that when projection turns into obsession, kind of like this, it crosses the line into danger. And someone could build a whole story about celebrities and people they know, but they don't really know them, and it actually gets really dangerous.
Yeah, we don't know what her motivation is, but serious stuff. One more.
What's good, y'all? This is Donnie Hilfiger coming to you live out of Phoenix. Thinking about the Kai Trump story here, it's kind of let them eat cake coated. The story really isn't that wild until you remember they were going to let tens of millions of Americans go hungry last year in the month of Thanksgiving over the cost of healthcare. When you think about that, it's outrageous.
Yeah, but like when a millionaire who say they give money to charity or whatever, if they go on a fancy trip, do you get mad at them?
No, not necessarily.
Then why get mad at her?
Well, at the end of the day, it's really about what we've seen and what we're living through under this administration. Dealing with it, kind of seeing that, it's just real let them eat cake coated. We've seen a lot of egregious money being spent in comparison to the issues that need to be fixed.
Yeah, but to quote Billy Joel, she didn't start the fire.
Billy Joel's like, leave me out of this, please.
Me for live stream. Do a battery swap. And then, are you going to do headlines really quickly, and then we can do G Block? Harvey Mike Down. Charles, you don't think that Kanye is one of those artists where people separate the art from the artist? I feel like every single time he has a concert, he's canceled and it's always sold out.
They do. I think they do separate the art from the artist.
Yeah.
Where's the...
Hey, Melissa.
Oh, you're doing
battery swap.
Okay.
I think you'll sell out.
Wow, we haven't done this in a while.
I know.
It's good to be back, huh?
Okay, what do you got?
Might be rusty.
Yeah.
All right, let me just do that. All right, am I good?
You're not doing a primetime show. Just talk. Well, he's talking with a microphone. It's like, Jesus.
Well, I had to at least put it on. Okay, so in case you guys saw Timothée Chalamet's, recent comments about operas and stuff was something that he just came to the opinion of recently. It's not. Back in 2019, he was even still holding the same beliefs. Here he is when he was promoting that Netflix show, The King, saying similar stuff about opera.
Ooh.
Yep.
I was like, no woe is me thing, but start working on movies or acting.
Can you restart that? I can't hear anything.
I can't. You can't hear me.
I can't hear it either.
There's something.
Can you restart the video?
Well, it's hard. I know. I have everything up high.
Paraphrase it, Cameron.
Okay, essentially, hold on.
It says like
the
opera,
exact
ballet or
part.
something. It's kind of like a dying art form or something. And then like we're calling by her name and Lady Bird.
What?
Okay.
He
So
basically
essentially-
said
well,
opera and ballet are dying. It's a dying
so
art.
He says it's a dying art form. I didn't want to be involved in that, but then I got Lady Bird and these other movies instead. And he said this back in 2019, so it's a resurfaced clip. And so
Really
these are not
shady.
recent views, but this is something for at least 7 years. Then he's thought.
So his whole idea is that he's done. He's saying you got to do popcorn movies to keep the movie business alive.
Yep.
And a popcorn movie is like a sci-fi movie. It could be
something that'll rake in the ears.
No, he's just
They're not artsy movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't like the arts
All right.
at all.
Drop your headlines, folks.
You like
What's your-
arts?
what's
You like
your opinion?
opera?
It is true. It's just true. What makes money generally? Not everything. Sometimes artsy movies make money. But by the way, I read Anakin's script on vacation.
Wow.
And it's very good.
Nice.
He's an aspiring screenwriter, and if he doesn't get on the Miami soccer team, he is going to make a living. Turn around. Oh, you're right. It's Argentina. Yeah.
Miami.
It's close.
You got Miami on your
Wait a minute.
mind.
That's Messi, right? Where does Messi play? Well, that's the. Turn around.
You didn't know.
Ooh, Tina Clifford. I like that one.
Turn around. What does it say in the back?
I like this.
Where does he play?
From Tina.
In Argentina.
Where does he play now?
In Miami.
In Miami.
Okay, fine, but this is the Argentina.
I like that one.
Whatever.
All right,
Make
well,
sure I
drop
say
your
that.
headlines in the chat.
Anyways, the
while
script
they-
is good.
Headline already.
You're arguing with me, and I'm fucking telling you your script is good.
Well, thank you, but that's because you.
Now I'm going to tell you what the script's about because he's screwed.
Ooh. Wow.
You want to knock out G block?
Yeah, let's get G done. Let's get G done. What is G? Oh,
you
I
want
was
in?
getting so pissed off. I thought they were going to close down all the streets.
Because of the marathon?
No.
I guarantee he returned.
No,
and
no,
like,
no.
Oh my God! Why did I come back? to this marathon?
We're doing it over here. We're doing it over here, and there's a reason. You're gonna be on in a minute.
Put a mic on.
You're gonna see.
Yes, Brendan on the floor.
And you're fucked. Yeah, you
Okay.
can't.
Okay. Okay.
Out of control. Unhinged.
Okay. Here we go. No, you'll remember this. Okay. Yeah.
Without a doubt, the most dramatic ending to an LA marathon that I've ever seen went down yesterday. Look at how far behind the number 2 runner is. You think, all right, there's no chance. He keeps going right up until the end and wins it.
That's crazy.
The guy who came in second, I'm not sure why he. Oh,
because he
felt
thought he
was
had it in
reaching.
the bag.
He thought he did, and then at the last second and he tried to reach for.
Right, he thought he had it in the bag.
And
he
ended up
lost.
falling on his face. I think he's okay, but he did get taken away in a stretcher, but.
That's just crazy.
It's a flesh wound, as they say.
So this is where they shut down all the streets. Do you remember?
I know what you're gonna say.
Do you remember when
Last year when I
needed
gave
to
you
get
wrong
somewhere?
directions.
I needed to get somewhere.
And you bugged him on a Sunday for directions?
No, he was working Sunday.
Yeah,
and
he's working, but not on your directions.
No. And I said, Brendan, you got to tell me how to get here. And he kept giving me these screwy directions.
Yeah, it's safe to say I'm not good with GPS. But also, why
And
do you have the
obviously neither
GPS
is
in
he.
the car working?
Right. He's not good with GPS either. That's why he was calling you.
I know.
He's like, you just took me to a huge barricade.
But if you knew how I got to where I wanted, anyway, I'm not going to say. Miranda writes. See you tomorrow.
I knew exactly where that was going when I realized.
I went through the barricade. No.
You went. Where?
Looking at these little side streets on the west side, and I'm like, I think you could maybe cross over Sunset based on the map I'm looking at.
Well,
and I can't. I went through the barricade.
You want to hear some headlines?
Sure. What do we got?
All right. Harvey, welcome back.
That doesn't work.
If I fell off the face of the earth, I don't know. It would take him 3 years to notice. All right. We got Chalamet says opera's boring. Chalamet calls
That's boring.
curtain on Chalamet calls curtain on ballet and opera. Chalamet no ballet. Timothy Chalamet, the Grim Reaper of Broadway. Chalamet prefers ping pong over the arts. Chalamet says no ballet. Timothy steps on toes. Not so grand opera. Vibrato violation.
So tell me again. This is him. Oh, this is
In
from
2019, saying the same thing.
On the heels of him just saying it.
Right.
Yeah.
Felt like this.
Chalamet is shallow when it comes to the opera. No ballet for Chalamet. Timothy tiptoes through the opera. Chalamet, no opera or ballet today or any day. Chalamet wants more excitement in ballet.
What did he say in the clip?
He said, what was the verbatim?
Cam, what was the quote from Chalamet? Chalamet?
Exact thing. It was playing really low.
Chalamet.
Timothée Chalamet.
Timothée Chalamet. Yeah. Chalamet or Chalamet?
Chalamet.
Phantom of the Chalamet.
Well, you should probably have one edit fixed.
You need popcorn to get the movies popping again.
Oh, God.
Exhausted? Isn't reading the chat a little hard?
Oh, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, thank you. It's hard.
I started to kind of like talk about the way I read it is when he started his career, he started to kind of get roles and everything. He was like thinking opera and all this stuff. It's kind of a dying art form, and then he goes and he started to get roles like Lady Bird and other stuff. I think he's like talking about when he was doing the auditioning process that he was like, hey, out of that aspect of things and actually be able to act. That's kind of what I.
No opera or ballet. No opera or ballet, says Chalamet.
See, those headlines.
He said that he thought that he started getting roles that were like, I'm thinking that they're going to be like opera ballet, and I'm like, oh God, not the dying art form.
Yeah, we are trying to come up with a headline. See, the problem with the headlines up to this point is that we haven't. These all sound like last week's headlines.
Yeah.
Like the headlines gotta be like something about the fact that he's been.
Yeah.
That he's felt this way for a long time.
Not from you.
Or no money.
This is from our chat gets to pick the headline, and it gets to go. It gets to go on the site. Yes, it gets to go on the site.
Yeah, they're trying to pick. They're trying to come up with a headline for your site.
Black Beauty. Oh, Black Beauty's in the chat. Black Beauty doesn't typically.
What are you saying about Black Beauty?
Exactly. I'm just trying to make sure she's here.
That's Charles's woman.
You like Black Beauty too?
First of all, we're gonna be friends, me and Black Beauty.
Obsessed.
Black Beauty's vibes.
Star insists.
Wait, is this a real thing?
Yes, they get to. Do you not see them sending all their headlines? It's only one story.
Oh, we didn't tell you that about. Oh, that there would be a segment every day that one post that they get to choose the headline. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want us to run that by you?
Yeah, maybe, but I guess
whatever,
not.
Mr. News Director.
Let's just go with it. Yeah, whatever.
Maybe you should pick up.
All right, here's one. Make ballet great again, says no one, according to Timothy.
Oh my
Chalamet.
God, that's terrible.
Ooh, Timothy Chalamet.
Make ballet great again, says no one, according to Chalamet. Not so grand opera, supreme vibrato violation from Chalamet.
Chalamet or Chalamet?
Chalamet.
That was good.
It's just a lot of people.
Chalamet, no ballet.
Yeah. They're like trying to switch topics.
Let's see.
Charlemagne bows out of.
What?
Well, guys, looking like a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan didn't really. He looked at the chat. He wasn't
More like
feeling.
Been burning ballet.
Sorry. Feel free to say God bless you at any time.
Gesundheit.
Thanks. Preach. Yeah.
I always go for German.
Something like ballet's been dead. You guys just heard me this week. Something, yeah, something, you know.
Au revoir, ballet, says Chalamet.
Timothy now and then.
That was good.
Or Timothy hated twirling and whirling then, still hates it now.
I like au revoir, ballet, says Chalamet. It's like very Dr. Seuss. No
Timothy hated ballet, hated twirling and whirling now, still hate it, or hated it then, still hate it now. Twirling and whirling, WHURLING.
Yeah, I was totally with you.
Timothy, don't dance. Chalamet says nay to the ballet. All right.
Yeah, I mean.
I'd love to say
Time to.
I've heard
I'm
something
agreeing with
inspiring.
Scotty. Time to move on and stop. Okay, well that was rude, Scotty. Never mind. I'm not with you. You will not be getting a shirt next time you
Wow,
win, Scotty
Scotty.
P. He
You want
said,
to do, like,
time
a
to move
game?
on and stop wasting time on this stupid shit. Wow.
Where would you like us to? What would you like us to waste time on, Scotty?
Timothy, the poor loser. All right, we'll just play a game. These are not the best. We'll play a game with Ryan. Since we couldn't come up with a shirt, we should play a game. Ooh, I can, maybe we'll guess. Do you want them to guess where you came from? Did you tell them where you worked before here? All right.
Oh.
Let's not do that, but they guess where I came from.
Yeah, they're just gonna look it up.
Okay. Well, let's.
There's something more revealing about him.
You already
like,
did the story,
like his
your
favorite.
biggest story you broke. We already did that one.
The burglar bunch. We did.
What about?
What do you like? What do you want to tell us?
Do you have any pets?
I do have a pet.
Is it a dog or a cat?
It's a dog.
Do you want people to guess the dog breed?
Go for it.
All right, we'll
That's
do
my
that. You got to
favorite
write your
game.
answers down on a thing. All right, guys, guess.
Guess Ryan's dog breed.
Miss Mo Money said we should have blocked Scotty a long time. See, we let people
Scotty
come
was
in
my
and give
biggest
their
fan.
own, opinions, but the hell is this?
Give me.
Yeah.
Oh, classic. Okay. Guess.
You better already know it.
Guess Ryan's dog. Oh, Labradoodle. No.
No.
Chihuahua
Interesting.
Poodle.
No.
Poodle. No.
No poodles.
Husky
A
Pug.
pug, no.
Oh, pugs are my favorite.
Husky Pug, Frenchie
Is
Poodle.
Is that about me?
No, it's about me.
Oh, okay. No, this.
Yorkie, Lab.
Oh, yeah. David, Ryan's asking, are you talking about him liking to drink mimosas on Sunday morning?
Oh my God. Not a German
No,
Shepherd.
no one got it.
Yeah, they're coming. They're going to come in through.
Lori Lanny is a little bit closer.
Can I show them each other when it's time?
Yeah, when it's time.
Shih Tzu, no. Chihuahua, but Chihuahua is spelled Chewawa.
Someone already said Lab. Someone already said Cocker
Pomeranian,
Spaniel.
Cocker
Nope.
Spaniel.
Come on, guys.
Boxer Maltipoo, a mutt, no. Beagle, Pitbull, Doberman.
Show me your leg. Piece of the dog. Not giving it away, but just the piece.
What?
Here's your hint.
Here's a hint, guys.
Aww. How cute.
All right, you guys, that's a good hint.
Yeah, that is a good hint.
It's not a beagle.
Not a beagle.
Oh, they got it.
Oh, there it is. La Geekette Meg.
Good
La
job.
Geekette Meg. It is a mini schnauzer.
La Geekette.
Little Piper.
Look at that. Look at Piper.
She's really cute.
La Geekette. I like that.
Schnauzers when they have like the beard and the eyebrows. I think it's the
I'm not a
funniest thing
schnauzer fan personally. They look
Really?
like William H. Macy, but it's fine. Go off.
Congratulations, La Geekette.
Oh, this camera wasn't here.
Congratulations. You've never won before,
Wow,
so
thanks for playing.
congratulations.
Yes, thank
So good
you.
one.
You got to know a little bit more.
That person.
La Geekette. Send me your shirt size, your address, and your real name to tmzideas@tmz.com, and we will get your shirt sent out. And I know that I am behind on a few shirts, so I kind of know the people that are missing. Please resend an email. Cameron will forward it to me. I will know if you're lying, and if you're caught lying, you will never be able to win a shirt. So if you are owed a shirt,
Thanks,
genuinely and truly, send another email, and we will get these getting ready today or this week. Do not lie, and you will risk your chances of never getting a shirt because there are some people that are banned.
Okay.
Have a good day, guys.
Well, it's daylight savings. It's Monday. I'll see you tomorrow morning.